that they were working late? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I also can't remember.
Okay, we are live on my end.
Cool.
That's good enough. I'll start with
Isn't-
the rest of the
Isn't he
groupings.
off today? I'm sure he had a thing. But
Something might have immediately come up.
I
bet.
can't remember.
Let's delay them for a couple minutes. So. Oh,
there we
a
go.
person's joined.
We were just trying to debate and if we remembered if you
Wasn't
were
he going to
saying...
check to see if the Wi-Fi was good?
Yeah, I thought he was on vacation.
Because he's in
That's what it
Sweden,
was.
that's right.
That's correct.
I am,
Oh,
and
oh.
we will see how it goes, is the answer.
enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're debating if you actually we're vaguely aware that you told us something, but we couldn't remember what and if you were actually going to be here today.
Yeah, pretty much.
I literally
Collectively, our history check was good enough.
It was a firm 10.
All right.
It was a firm 11.
They said they're good. Everyone who's going to be here today is here. So,
Yep.
welcome back to the world of Alterra. Today, episode 41.
Yes, I got
the
it right.
day the ship arrived. It was the right episode.
The day, not the
number.
session.
Well done. Well, we are into a new day. The party have had a long rest. Some struggling to get a long rest with a talking, dead, frozen teenage fire giant, but succeeding all the same. And we return back to the bowels of Iron Core, surrounded above, below, and all around by fire giant guards. Two of the party members imprisoned, one locked in a room, and the others hidden amongst some back-end tents in a...
Some crates.
back-end crates, and yet a tiny hut. Yeah, within a tiny hut.
Yep.
So, without further ado, Assassin will be out today. Let's go ahead and say hi, everyone. Alvina.
Howdy! I am Cherry Bakewell.
Nice. Zormir.
Hi.
Fuck you.
Hello there.
Gwent.
Hello.
Lou.
Hi.
The Point. A.k.a. the Babysitter.
Which person are you babysitting?
And Faye.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I am Chris Mackenzie. I will be your DM for today's session and our adventure through the Shattered Altsphere.
Hmm.
Now let's see. Let's start with Lou Grimm, who wasn't here last session and was therefore subsequently doing something else. Lou, did you long rest with the rest of the party, or have you actually gone off? Have you gone off physically or just gone off in your mind?
I went off physically.
You went off physically and disappeared from the party. The rest of the party being a little bit too preoccupied with members being kidnapped to have noticed that your usual brooding Lou in the background was not there last session.
He found a premiere in. We established this.
So then, Lou, as we start on the fresh day, the day in theory the ship arrives per your instructions, and I don't believe we've yet to actually research that manifest, which we can do as well, since I imagine you'll have done so during a long rest.
Yeah.
The translator's in jail.
No, she's in a
Lou,
she's in a backpack.
where are you waking up this morning as I just collect my various scenes to start playing?
It was a nice little building. Lou went to a self-help seminar close by.
Now, Lou, in order to slot you better into the world around you, I'm going to take a couple of liberties here as to where you're waking up as part of this seminar. As you have somehow, by unknown means, at least to the rest of the party, woken up on a level below, or 2 to 3 levels below Iron Landing, and have found yourself amongst a group of indebted or indentured servants of Noids in the crafting ring of Iron Core, having followed one of them for some reason.
Cult.
And a whole shenanigans adventure that I will let you explain to the party once you meet up with them, assuming you do eventually meet up with them.
And Lou's gone forever, actually.
I love how the party is split 4 ways.
It's an even number now.
Yeah.
that's a good number. And I've woken up among the, for all lack of a better term, slave pens in the crafting ring.
Lou's founding a cult.
Have they
Again.
just has just slotted yourself in amongst the workings of the slaves. And that is where we're going to start for today's scenery as we switch over to, let me just check which one of these was the crafting ring.
Lou,
Go.
you would make
Yes.
the greatest spy of all time. You just showed up, like, in the command center somehow, essentially.
The name's Grim.
Lou
Lou
Grimm.
Did you happen to have a lampshade?
He does not need.
He
a
doesn't. He has his
lampshade.
pamphlet.
I
so
don't
no
need
one
one.
He has a pamphlet and no one questions it.
Where I
It's
go,
the meme
I don't
of John
need
Travolta.
lampshades.
Yeah. He just cluelessly worked his way in.
He's Magoo. He's Mr. Bean. That explains a lot, actually.
I'm
Oh,
a
wait.
professional bullshitter.
Always knew that Mr. Bean was secretly a cultist.
He's also a secret agent.
We knew
He's
that.
also an alien.
Yeah.
What else does he mean?
Transition over to the crafts ring, which the rest of the party would recognize as level 4 of the Iron Core building.
Ooh, I like the smokehouses.
As Lou, let's go ahead and find your character here. So look, let's go ahead and put you in one of the slave pens down on the southern area, which is filled to the brim of sweat and smoke and ashes and a little bit of BO filling the air of these crammed dormitories, filled to the
Bursting.
hip, bursting at the seams of several dozen noids in a mixture of hammocks on the floor and hastily put together wooden bedposts or
Bill-
bunk beds.
Build you a ship, right? Like that, the sleeping quarters in like an old pirate ship kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, not as free spaced as the Curio, but remind me what the new name of the Curio is.
I forgot. It
To
got
be
renamed.
announced, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we've
Yeah.
named it.
I'm
I
not
don't
being
think we've
sad.
announced it yet.
Are we not set? Oh, fair enough. I can't remember if you'd actually told the rest of the party.
No, not yet, because we've not been near the
Not
ship
been
yet.
near it. We bug it up.
I'm not actually. I was gonna populate some NPCs, but you know what? Just assume the Noid, the slaves don't get populated on the maps. They're not important enough. But wherever there isn't restriction, such as the actual forge area or even Iron Landing, they only the more privileged slaves are allowed to go up that far. Assume that for the middling 3 layers, there are Noid slaves about. I just can't be bothered populating them on the map.
There'd be a lot of them, I imagine, so that makes sense. They just get cluttered.
So Lou, as you awaken, having been graciously offered sanctuary and a night's sleep inside one of the dormitories, you waken to your new friends and allies within the rebellion. And having gained a long rest, and your mind is still piecing over the events of last night, the events of the seminar that you attended with your fellow Noid allies that you've come to acquire in the short several hours you've been away from the party.
There was a lot to think about, you know.
Yeah. You literally did found a cult.
What would you like to do? What is your objective this morning, having not seen the party for at least 8 plus 4 hours, so at least 12 hours since
Half
you
a
went
day.
missing? In the half a day since you just conveniently went missing. What would you like to do? Would you like to stay? How would you like to spend your morning? Are you staying with your new allies? You are aware that, in theory, the ship arrives today, and the rest of the party is going to presumably be planning how to hijack the ship. What is your goal?
I would be aiming to get back to the rest of the party to get the ship
No, I'm just
as was
gonna.
planned.
Well, since you were gone last session, I'm going to assume that your character, while the player may know, that the character is unaware of the events of last session, and are
Oh yeah,
unaware that.
I'm fine with that.
That's very fair.
I expected that.
So you do not currently know where the other characters are. You can surmise that maybe they might still be on Iron Landing, but having talked with the slaves, you've learned a couple of details about how Iron Core works. In particular, the Iron Landing is emptied out all but a few guards at night, and then early in the morning, everything is kind of jostled back together again. Supplies are sent up to Iron Landing for the new caravan of ships that arrive during the day, and the constant cycle of shifting traders at Iron Core. And you also know that presumably the slaves have probably gone up a little bit earlier, so we're going to assume that you're getting woken up just maybe 2 hours before the rest of the party who don't have other reasons for getting up early, such as elves or anyone who needs a shorter long rest. But you're getting up the crack of dawn as the slaves have to start preparing for their duties, shining and gleaming various items and equipment, prepping and deshelling and bundling various items together for travel. What would you like to do?
Some
I would
nourishing.
have a scan about, seeing like, where am I? Don't remember this.
You recognize as you kind of peek out of this dormitory, you can already see a few fire giants kind of getting on with the day. The area is still sparsely populated. You can see a few Azir servants kind of following after their fire giant master, as they would be not quite apprentice, but serving in a similar fashion of their effectively interning here to gain skills, or because it's a high status job to be in service of a fire giant for this race of elementals. You recognize this as the craft. Is this the craft ring? I'm actually trying to remember which one you came into. Let's see, Iron Core Blueprint. Which one was level
3.
4?
Oh, 4.
Oh no,
We
level
didn't come
3
on-
is the crafts. You guys came into the crafts. This is actually the workshop.
Ah.
Yes, this is the workshop layer. My apologies, I'd gotten those two mixed up. The crafts area is a little bit more populated with Agirs and similar creatures, but more focuses on jewelry, decoration, inscriptions, and various other skills and trades and crafts of that nature, whereas the workshop is more about using the metal and the equipment forged beneath and kind of repurposing or reforming and refitting it into a variety of more practical equipment.
It's an assembly room, basically.
Yes, and as such, it has much larger kind of workshops and warehouses and a lot more. It's also where a lot of the slave dormitories are. So it's plus it's also just a little bit hotter, a little bit sootier from the rising smoke from the level beneath, and it's also a little bit louder as the forges below begin ringing up again. You can already hear that rhythmic thudding coming from beneath you, and the slight vibration rising up through the cold volcanic stone of Iron Core. But as you peek out, you recognize yourself as being one level above the forge, but a level beneath where you came in and several levels beneath where you need to get with Iron Landing. You were also aware that now there should also be a teleportation ring in this. I apparently have forgotten to add it onto the map. But you're also aware that the easiest and most direct transport between this level and the other levels is through the fire teleportation pad. That can only be activated by either a fire giant or an Azir, or a elemental or giant of some variety. That the slaves can only gain access to it when in the presence of one of those creatures. The slaves themselves cannot operate it, or neither can Annoyed.
It'd be about here, right?
Alright, you are also aware in your just chatting and charismatic way with the slaves that there are several smaller staircase backways that rise between the workshop level and the crafts level, allowing for slaves to kind of operate and work at both levels. But that these stairways do not technically, or at least don't exist in any official capacity between the other levels.
But they are there.
Well, give me a charisma check. Let's see how well you've gotten in with these. Oh, and also give me an insight. Give me an insight check and a flat charisma check to see just how well you managed to locate the more important individuals among these slaves. And do an
18
insight check.
for
That's
charisma.
You're very charismatic. You're able to charm your way through most people, but did you find the right people?
It's a. By the way, that's a 14. It was a charisma check, not a save.
Oh,
You've got. I think Warlocks get +4 because proficiency from charisma saves, right? So it'd be 14.
Oh, they have one hell of a charisma if it's +10.
Oh yeah, it'd be
I've got 20 charisma.
so it'd be plus. I'm not sure how.
Somehow worse.
I'm not quite. Oh, you've got a. Oh, he's got a
just
protection.
realised-
He's got a thing of protection.
I've just realised you're more charismatic than the bards.
He's a warlock. He doesn't need
Yeah.
anything apart from charisma.
And high up in the court
It never
infrastructure.
happens. Why am I
he's
the
not-
Yeah, I got an 18 on one of my rolls and I boosted it up to 20.
Yeah, he's not more charismatic than fuck you.
I didn't think I was. And the
Okay,
point's
what
more
about my
persuasive.
charisma?
Or,
Point
or
though.
similar, whatever.
But anyway, Lou, you are able to pinpoint the pressure points of power and influence within the Noid slaves that you've managed to interact with, and you just immediately strike out to make friends with the most important individuals among these. And let's see, now, Lou, I don't believe you have any relation to the rebellion or any way to identify anyone. You don't have rebellion counter or anything.
No,
So while
I
unfortunately you aren't
really
able to,
have no affiliation, technically.
Mhm. While you aren't able to find any members of the rebellion, there is a second powerful organization within the Iron Core slaves that you do find an affiliation with, as you manage to find the
Workers.
Republic cult ring inside the slaves. Which makes sense given the seminar that you attended last night.
You really did find the cult. Holy shit! You found the cult to President Control somehow.
Is that Republic cult?
Yeah.
As half of the room, or about, let's say, 3/4 of the room filter out to do their job, you hear a click of wood slotting into place as the doors are barred, and the remaining members, who you recognize intimately from last night, all turn as one member begins pulling up floorboards from the dormitory to reveal a small altar to the Senate of the Republic as they begin their morning prayers.
No.
Lou! What the fuck, dude?
What? Thus your one shot was born.
Thus, we go into instead Cult of the Lamb is where we transition into from now on. I'm expecting by next session there'll be at least 3 blood sacrifices.
As a rather pale and gaunt, skinny fire genasi looks towards you and ushers you over with a curl of their hand. Brother Grimm,
Brother Grimm!
would you do us the honor of leading us in today's prayer? That the Republic, in their wisdom, sees intelligence and ingenuity within our ranks, and may offer us an insight on how to defeat our current predicament. Would you lead us in prayers this morning?
I'd be happy to do that.
you recognize this man as Brother Bramble. A very ambitious fire genasi who's only recently come to Ironcore as one of the new replenishments and was apparently shipped all the way from the monarchy. And during the night that you were away, you learned a decent amount of detail about his journey here, particularly in the bowels of a large primordial ship a few years back. About the stories of how they are effectively put into suspended animation or a similar form, but which they still retain consciousness, and had to endure the boredom of that journey. Of how they were packed in as if they were ingots on top of each other in their strange suspended cocoon. And how, with your insight check, I've learned that Bramble's main goal, the driving force behind this gaunt fire genasi, is that he simply wants to be in control of his own autonomy. That he is praying that the Republic, who he seems to have developed a small... it is a little bit fanatical, but it's not as quite fanatical as maybe you'd recognize back in the old world. It definitely seems to be a desire or a fascination or infatuation born out of necessity and born out of empowerment rather than true belief.
It's not quite zeal yet, but it's fervor, basically.
This man is acting upon his own desire to be powerful rather than in service of anyone. And given you are trying to kind of steer away from it, steer away from your old days, I'd imagine you'd actually prefer this sort of this individual, this sort of cultist, who is there for their own greed rather than because they've actually drank the Kool-Aid.
I can respect this guy. You're just an evil bastard. Yeah.
They're not evil. They're just greedy.
No, they're neutral evil, not lawful evil. This is fine.
Ah, yeah, perfect.
But as of yet, this man has yet to find a way, and he's been trying to recruit more and more people. And you've discovered a plot amongst the cultists of trying to recruit as many people as possible and trying to form some form of network such that they can escape. Only their plan seems a little bit more dangerous than that. Not only do they want to escape, they seem to both recognize the danger of their scenario and how kind of difficult it would be to leave here. They are constantly trying to come up and plan with a way to steal a large quantity of powerful items and potentially a ship in order to escape, so that they'd actually have a chance at a new start. They do not just want to escape Ironcore. They want to escape with some form of power so that they could survive once having escaped. They're just not entirely sure how to do that. But yes, first of all, describe to me how does Lou Grim instruct? Does Lou Grim bring any flavor into this morning's prayer? It's what they're doing is a little bit basic. They're kind of just praying that the Senate hears their calls and provides them a way, an opportunity in which to empower themselves, an idea in which to grow from.
Sorry, I'm laughing at
He would.
Do you go the full southern preacher with it?
Oh, Lord!
Yeah, I was going evangelist.
Yes!
Okay, so is Lou going full evangel? I cannot pronounce that.
Evangelical tentacle cultist, go!
Yeah.
And being the ex-cultist that you are, the reformed cultist, you are incredibly proficient when it comes to
Cult retro.
subtly infiltrating your speeches with hidden meaning so that you can subconsciously play upon the desires of your followers.
Oh,
Is there
no.
any message you would like to encode upon your prayer and speech this morning? Are you attempting to steer these cultists in any particular direction or towards any particular thought?
Rabid frenzy.
I'm gonna steer them to try and achieve their goal and get out and start a new life, because that's what Lou's doing.
Aw.
They are fully already in that. Their problem is that they don't know how to do that. They have.
I'm
for
going
the
to
most
try
part-
and help them, guide them.
Have them worship.
I'm
our
going to be their
Python.
shepherd.
You're gonna be the evil shepherd.
Well, that's the question, Lou, of how do you do that? And a couple options you have is you're where you're attempting to steal a ship. You could have them focus on, maybe they should just cause chaos and a distraction. Maybe they should seek out particular type of information for you. Maybe seek out particular equipment or resources that you could try and steal today. Is there anything like that? And you can have some time to think of this if you'd like, as this is being sprung on you. You might want some time to consider how Lou is planning to use their connection with this cult to the party's benefit or to Lou's benefit.
Their new expendable minions.
2 words: thriller, flash mob.
No.
Aw.
I mean, a prison already did that.
Yeah, they did.
The main gist is you have the power and infiltration here, and the influence that you can infiltrate one idea, one action that they can attempt to do this day. And I'll leave you to think about that.
Worship you as a god. Worship you as a god.
If I can get a few minutes, that'd be great, thanks.
Yeah, I think of something a little bit more practical, Dane.
That's useful. They'll die for him at that point.
Yeah, that's not like an actual concrete action they can do.
I don't know. Serve anything that Lou says as an action.
Yeah, again, that's asking
I know.
that's taking your wish and asking for more wishes.
Yes, it is.
All right, as we move away from whatever the hell Lou got up to last night,
He's now in charge of.
and let's see who would be the more interesting. Let's go back to the party on Iron Landing, because I think the most relevant scene will be happening there.
Okay.
We'll head back to the other groups. Who is taking the last watch as the collective finishes their long rest between Alvina, Fukyu, and Gwent and Abby?
It is Gwent.
I think, yeah, fuck you.
I
would
think
be
it's-
taking the third watch.
Yeah, Alvina took the first 2, Gwent took the last one, fuck you took the third one.
Alright, Fukyu, give me a perception check as you are keeping guard as the rest of the party begin to wake up, and you
Oh,
can
no,
see
it's Gwent taking the 4th.
Fuck you took
Oh,
the
Gwent
third.
taking the 4.
Gwent took 4. Fuck you.
That's
took
fair
the
enough. Then Gwent, go ahead and give me that perception check as the first rays of light spill down the cavern walls into the iron landing pad and reflect off into the cavern marketplace.
Perception.
Perception check.
Come on, Gwent, you've got great perception.
That would be a 28.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, I'm having to do it on the phone, unfortunately.
That's
So
fine,
yeah,
I'll-
28.
I'll take your word for it.
Mhm.
As you are keeping watch, before you even hear the first rings of alarm, you feel it shivering down your centaur spine. Does anyone know what a centaur spine look like? I imagine that's
Ben.
really weird.
Real long. Real long.
You have the same
Yeah,
number of
yeah.
vertebrae though, so it'd probably just be really long vertebrae.
As you shiver,
Yep, they should have 2 of them.
No,
From
it takes
head
Predator
to
to
hoof.
to pull it out.
your premonition of fear quickly comes true as you hear a commotion in giant tongue. Now remind me, I don't believe you do understand giant.
Nope. But
Then
if I would cast tongues on myself if I'm this concerned.
Okay. Then, after a couple seconds of not being able to understand, but understanding the emotion and the feeling underpinning the shouts of alarm, you cast tongues and very quickly are able to make out words of, quickly, lock down every entrance and exit. Make sure you search every area of this. I want a full record of every ship that came. What do you mean? The entire... what was the book called again?
It was a ledger, I think.
Ledger.
Yeah, shipping
What do you mean the ledger's been stolen? Oh, what a time! As more shouts of alarm occur, and over a couple minutes, over say 5-10 minutes, as the rest of the party is waking up and you're kind of informing them that something is going on, you quickly make out the problem of it appears something was stolen last night. And this has sent the entirety, at least given by the raised alarm and the voices and the insistence of searching every single area, needing to find that manifest and that schedule,
It was the smoke.
that
The
Iron
guy.
Core has gone into lockdown.
Well, I'll say
Oh,
one
no.
thing. You know that ledger that we stole?
Mhm.
They didn't care that much about it. So either one of two things has happened. Either, turns out it actually was more important, or more
They
likely,
didn't.
their actual boss just showed up and found out about it.
But you can
Or
hear
they
footsteps
used us
rushing
to say
about
that.
outside, as it appears they've increased their numbers of guards this morning.
Okay, it's a big
Now, luckily, this is all out of line of sight, as I imagine you're still in the tiny hut, still out of view. This is only from an audio listen.
Yeah.
But there's definitely panic in the voices of these fire giants. Something incredibly valuable was stolen last night, and this has sent a frenzy, a tizzy, through the inner workings of Iron Core.
So, as Alvin is just like doing her morning stretches, because she's just woken up, because she had the last sleep. So, what are we betting? Their boss showed up, someone else stole something, what are we betting?
I mean, are they not mentioning what it is at all, or
I think they said
are they
ledger,
just
didn't
saying
they?
like,
The ledger's missing.
They are not. Their shouting is predominantly focused around checking every crevice of Iron Landing and also sending guards down the teleporters to inform everyone that the market is closed today. And also preparing several guards for any landing ships to hold those ships and not allow anyone to enter or leave those ships, but also not allowing those ships to depart. There is no mention of what it is they are actually searching for, only to bring anything suspicious to the captain's attention.
silly question? Did we actually crack open this ledger? Fuck you, nicked to
Yes,
see if
that
we
was,
could see anything.
That was going to be one of the questions of did you spend last night reading over that, and did you have somebody who could read it? I
Well,
believe.
We have,
Isn't Assassin?
Assassin can read it.
Assassin, yeah.
Yep, I was just going to mention. I believe Assassin
yeah.
does
They've
have
got eyes
eyes
to
to
the
the Runekeeper
Runekeeper.
and can read it.
Yeah, we would have, but Gwent was the one who actually knew where he hid it.
Mhm.
So it'd be on Gwent if we did or not.
That is very cool.
I did only technically sleep for 4 hours, so I could have just used my cloak to teleport to you guys after sending and read it, and then teleported back.
In the morning.
Well, that's assuming the teleportation works in your prison, and we'll come to that when we
Yeah.
get to your
Come to that.
scene.
Also, we've already got it sorted. We'll be fine. You don't actually know we've stolen anything. I don't think either.
Yeah. Well,
No.
Fade knows.
Oh no, they were. They were with coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got arrested after that.
Yeah.
So, Gwen, do you risk sneaking out at night to retrieve the book that you've hidden, or do you wait till morning when there's a crowd? Or at least you believe there was going to be a crowd.
If you tell one of us where it is, I at least would be more than happy to go.
Oh,
and
that's
fetch
also
it,
true.
know
You can also
where it is.
send somebody who could go do
Yeah.
it. You don't have to do it yourself if that's a concern.
It's just on you if you want.
I
to
would
tell us.
no. I would probably tell Assassin where it is exactly, and then let them go take a look because they are small squid person.
Small and stealthy.
Big centaur
and
dude.
every other member of the party is being hunted by the guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have told them exactly where it is.
They go and read
If-
it and then run back.
Well, the idea is like, you want to know secrets? There is a book of secrets. Like, now you owe me one.
Oh, the one is tell us everything in it.
Yeah.
How are you
yeah.
having Assassin just read the book and then coming back, or do you believe that Assassin can some way transport this book?
Oh, just I think read the book. I don't think Assassin can shift it back.
They've got all, like the eidetic memory stuff anyway, so they should be fine once I've read it.
Also, they could
Forward
actually
back.
transmit it back to us, actually.
Yeah,
They could transmit
price at
exactly it
least
back
as
with us
well.
with the brain thing that they've got.
yeah.
Well, the ones that
Um,
accepted it, yes, but no, not just go read it and then bring themselves back. Leave it over there.
Also,
Away from
did
us.
we know the name of the ship that we're meant to be trying to nick?
No.
You never got told a name, only that it was a large transport vessel from the mainland.
Okay.
Did we know
So
if it was
hopefully it
from?
should have like
Did we know if it was from the actual like monarchy headquarters, or if it was somewhere else? Like, do we know where its original place
Monster
was?
Guild.
Yes, it was coming from the monarchy fatherland, actually.
Yeah. Okay then. So yeah, we'd probably be able to figure it out from that.
I mean, it also depends on how much Assassin charges us to tell us the info as well.
Oh, Gwent's giving them the info for it, to give it us
Yeah.
back essentially. So
Oh, fair.
kind of evens out.
They can have all the information. We just want a little bit of it.
We want the information that we actually care about. You can have all the names.
That's
and
pertinent
as well.
to our
Yeah.
current situation.
Fair,
Luckily
fair.
for you guys, as this is an NPC moment, as Assassin is away, and this is a plot hook / plot gimmick device, they will give you the relevant detail free of charge.
Yay!
Oh, so they owe me one then.
No, they're keeping all the other secrets.
That's why I
You're lucky
assumed
you're getting
it.
that.
That's why I assumed it's like an even payment. Essentially, this one.
Alright, so
Yeah.
the details that you learn,
Yeah.
and only the party members here, as Assassin charges extra to telepathy the other party members the secrets.
Yeah.
So act accordingly, James. They inform you that, given their deciphering off the ledger, off the ledger, and also just their innate knowledge of how both the Republic system works and what knowledge they have of how the monarchy works, and generally how these shipping manifests tend to go, they're able to pinpoint the information that you're looking for of a large incoming ship that they've scheduled several hands to help disembark. Compared to any other ship that's required to help, is normally only one or two, but here they've got at least a dozen. And more importantly, mention of having some sort of I don't know how the giants were referred to, but some sort of mini transportation system to and from the ship.
Just a porter system, I guess, probably.
Yes, it appears that this ship isn't actually. While the rest of the ships have dock numbers, this ship is effectively docking at radius 0. So it is not actually entering Iron Landing, but is effectively resting on the upper level and is being shipped or having its content shipped down the short distance up and down the walls of Iron Landing. So it's not actually landing exactly inside the dock, but is landing on the edge of the dock of what appears to be a specialized dock area for massive ships.
Yeah, well, I say it's big then.
But they inform you that it is estimated to arrive between late morning and midday.
Okay.
So if you guys are waking up effectively at 6 a.m. as the light dawns into the thing, it's arriving around somewhere between 10 and 12.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay, so we need to get Zormir, get the point and fade out of prison, and find Lou.
Oh shit! Yeah, Lou's not here.
You know, generally speaking,
You forgot
we shouldn't have to
already.
do so many side quests before the main quest.
That's Alvina saying it. I know.
You've also noticed that Fuck You's still asleep as well at this point.
Oh, I'm accepting that.
Nobody's waking up,
We-
fuck you, unless possible.
We all learned last time.
Yeah.
We're going. If we need to, we'll just tie a rope to you and drag you after us.
Just throw an apple from a distance to wake you up.
Bam!
But there are heavy patrols outside your hidden tent area. You now know roughly you have about 4 to 6 hours before the ship is likely to be here. You probably want to play it safe and make sure you're here 4 hours. But also that new problems have gotten in your way of this locking down, and you're also not entirely sure how that would impact the arrival of the ship. What would you like to do?
I imagine this ship would probably get special permission, particularly since it's not in the dock. It probably gets some kind of special permission, right?
You can. I think it's safe to assume that. But you can also probably assume that it's going to have heavier security.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it's coming from the monarchy as well.
Yeah, I imagine it would have very heavy security. It might actually have a dragon.
Maybe.
If it's from the actual monarchy, it might have a dragon. That could be a problem.
I'm just looking to see if I've got anything to potentially hide everyone.
Someone had Pass Without Trace. That'd help.
Fade does.
The
Anyone
fade's
else?
not there.
Yeah, did
No.
anyone else? I can't
Does
remember who had-
Assassin not have Pass Without Trace, or was it just Fade?
I don't know.
Does anyone have access to seeming?
Ali, I think. I think the point does.
No, I do not have
Do
seeming.
you not? I thought you did.
I've got various equivalents, just not
Yeah,
that one.
not that specific one.
It's in my spell list, but because I'm a bard, I can't just randomly change out my spells. I have to wait for a level up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this would have been perfect.
What does
I'm
seeming
assuming
do
no one
again?
else that can like change spells can do that now.
Unfortunately not.
So I wasn't sure if it was a cleric key thing or was it just a bardy thing.
I think certain clerics get it, but not all of them. I think it's one of those like domain ones. 'Cause I think trickery gets it, for instance.
Ah, yeah, because it's an illusion spell.
Yeah. So I think a couple of them get it, but not all. It's not a generic cleric one.
Yeah, I don't get it. Just
Alright,
check.
guys. So what do you want to do?
I mean, I can make someone invisible.
I'm probably the
or-
most distinctive. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I am like Centaur. There'd be a couple of them later, right? There's no one that looks like me. I'm gonna be honest. I've not seen a single person that looks anything like
Yeah.
me. in this world.
First things first, let's be sensible. Let's use the walkie-talkie cryptid.
Yeah.
To actually see if we can speak to people.
I shake the assassin phone.
As Assassin grumbles, "We want to sleep." We head back over to the rest of the party just to check in with them, see what they're up to. So we head down, strangely enough, to the same level. Let's have a look here.
No, it was a different level.
No, as in
I meant
No.
Zormir and the Point
Ah,
and
right,
Fade were all on the
right.
same floor.
Gotcha. I forgot Zormi was on there as well.
yeah. Let's
Yeah, he's
let's
in
head
his
back
little
to
hidey room.
He's in the cupboard.
Zormir. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I just took my headphones off so I didn't hear the relevant information.
Not bad
But
way
then
to
you
play
just typed it. I was like, okay, I'm trying to play
That's
it.
fine. You get
Try
totally
not
through
to
it
make
anyway.
the game.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Bob. We're stupid. That's the reason.
Zormir. You
Yeah.
awaken to the sound of giant voices outside or in close proximity to your slumbering place.
Mm-hmm.
As you wake, having gotten your long rest, what would you like to do?
Valid point. You're locked in, aren't you?
I'm locked in.
Study more maps, I guess.
I had
you have
things
to-
planned until I had things planned for to do some stuff before I. What the hell is going on? Screw it. I might as well, since I'm not sure what the fuck's going on. I'm going to. Where is it?
We're just starting their normal work day.
I'm gonna have a spell ready to go if it does actually sound like they're coming my way.
They're gonna open the door.
You hear the sound of running feet and frantic voices conversing with each other in Giant. You can hear a little bit of rumbling, of rustling, of what you recognize to be the sounds of somebody searching particularly quickly. You hear banging of things being shuffled around and moved. And as you listen, you hear the slight rumbling of Fire Giant guard footsteps getting a little bit closer as after a solid 10-15 minutes, eventually you hear the noise emanating on the other side of the wall as it appears that somebody is searching around the statues right on the other end of the thin metal door separating you.
Mm-hmm.
A second later, you hear a banging on the door, and I'm going to need you to make me a either Constitution or Wisdom save to not give yourself away.
Wouldn't that be charisma? To not lose your cool,
That's wisdom.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I always thought it was charisma save.
Charisma is your interaction with other people.
But wisdom saves are madness, though.
And fear.
Wisdom
and all
saves
that
is
kind
also
Mental
your relation
fortitude.
to the environment.
Mental fortitude. Okay.
Yeah, charisma saves are particularly only for like banishment and stuff to do with your soul being forced elsewhere. That's why I'm also allowing
I
Constitution.
guess fear.
Exactly. It's basically this is a fear effect for all intents and purposes. But
Alright.
that's why charisma saves are so rare.
Would you, and also possession, would we hear this in the other cells? Just out of interest. Would it-
Distance-wise, I think that's going to be a bit hard.
Not
Or
specifically
here-
Zormir's one, but there are guards searching outside yours, and we'll get to that in a little bit as well.
Sure.
But for now, Zormir, as you're able to keep your cool as the banging on the door occurs, you wait, and a moment later, silence returns as the guard moves on. It appears that since they can't get through, they've given up. You are, for now, seemingly safe.
Mm-hmm.
Damn good thing
Inside
that you
your
asked
room.
them to lock the door.
Yep. I also had Pope Trek prepared and ready to run. No, fuck you.
Nope,
No
That's a good way to
idea.
escape. That's a good way to escape. Yeah.
I'm not here.
It's just
Would you like to do anything being trapped in your room as guards are frantically searching around before you get a little ping from Assassin?
Well, I did plan on trying to do something and try and see if I can find out more about the ring, doing another combination of enhanced ability and basically do the identify with the thing to try and see if I can find out any more about the ring. But I'm not sure if that's worth risking whilst there's things going round, so I'll keep an ear out, but study the maps a bit more.
Yeah.
That's fair. It also occurs to you that the ring is of an arcane origin, and the proximity or knowledge of the primordial will not directly help you with the arcane. It would only help you with skills and abilities relating to the primordial energy source. And that if you want any assistance to learn new and interesting thing about the ring, go find an arcane source.
You'll find a font of mana, basically. right? Whatever the Alterra equivalent of that would be.
But you study the maps. There's more than you want to try and get out or message anyone yourself. A second later, Assassin messages you in that grumbly, awoken voice, just to inform you of the basic details of, hey, where are you? The party keeps asking me to ask you. Don't really care. Just what can I tell them to shut them up?
I respond with, "What the hell did you do? What the hell have you done? Why are they checking everywhere so thoroughly?"
What?
Who's in prison?
For once.
I don't know. Don't look at me. I didn't do nothing. I've been asleep this whole time.
For
Then
once.
bloody well ask.
That's fair. Alvina, you get asked the question of Zomir's asking what you did wrong. What's wrong with you?
I For once.
No, but what's
He's
wrong
closest
with
to
you?
assassin, so
What's wrong with me? I'm
Yeah.
kind of hungry.
Okay, okay. Zormi, you
Stomach
get the
pains.
response of Alvina says she's hungry.
The response is, when are they? When is
They
they? When are
not?
they not? What have you? What has happened
What?
that the guards are searching everywhere? Do you
Oh.
know?
If we get
Ask.
asked, it'll be
Oh, okay.
someone's apparently nicked something. We don't know what.
Unfortunately, Bob knows probably what's going on, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to know unless you inform me of something else that's been going on. I have no context.
no. She says something about having stolen something. I think Alvina stole something.
God damn it.
What the hell did they steal?
Let me ask. Alvina, what you steal?
I didn't steal anything.
Well, you just said you stole something.
No, I said someone stole something. I
Who's
didn't.
someone?
I don't know. I've never met them.
Do I know them?
Probably. You
Don't
seem
know
to.
a someone.
Oh, they might have been. They might be going by a false name when they met you.
Okay.
If I get another response, I'm going to say, please ask someone smarter than
Is that
Gwen.
someone that's not Alvina?
You know, this is racking up
The bill.
the bill. Zormi, are you gonna pay for this bill?
I've got juicy information. You can ask later and I may give you something.
Well, hold on now. I want to know what the information is now.
Maps, other things, information.
The
oranges.
useful maps.
If you want to align yourself with an element, maybe yes.
I don't know. Elements are pretty dumb. What the hell?
Let's get Gwent, please.
Please
Okay.
put Gwent on the phone.
Gwen, what's wrong with you?
Or pathological fear.
Okay. They say pathological fear. I think they're just trying to sound smart, though.
Okay, if you ask me any more, dumb information other than what the hell's going on from Gwent's lips, not yours, I'm going to send you
Oh my
the
god,
most
I'm doing a
damning-
service for you guys, and you're being really rude.
Yeah, but these
I'm going
sayings
to
of me as
send you
being
the
rude, aren't
worst
they?
nightmares I've ever had.
Wait, can you? I'll take that.
They're fine with that.
There's like a whole sub-community that buys those.
Fine then. Yeah.
Oh.
No, if the brain dancers in Cyberpunk is what this is based on, I feel.
Okay, I accept your payment. Gwen, Dormia wants to know, what's with all the searching? Who's still what?
It could be
Uh-huh.
either
Right?
fuck you and Alvina stole
I had
a
nothing to
ledger,
do with it.
or shut up, or it could be Fade and the Point got themselves arrested for I don't know what.
Or did they steal something?
I honestly don't know why they got
They
arrested.
genuinely could have.
Okay. Zormia, Gwent says they don't know.
But
and
in
they're
a
just
lot more
guessing.
words.
Do you want to know their guesses? I don't think they know, but they're guessing. Do you want to know their guesses?
Yes.
Okay. Either the Point and Fade stole something, or Alvina and Fukyu stole something. That's what they said. I'm sorry. That's verbatim what they said.
It is.
Are those two not with them?
Which two?
The Point
No,
and
Fukyu and
Fade.
Alvina is here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still here.
Then who the hell got arrested?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
you mean
one's got
Fade and the
arrested?
Point? Oh no, I think they've been eaten. Yeah,
Assassin
I'm sorry,
hasn't
Zormia.
mentioned that Lou's not there.
They
Zormir rubbing his temples and going, just put Gwent on the phone.
yeah.
On the phone. God damn
I
it.
I keep trying to message Fade, and I keep getting a "your call has been blocked" response. I think they're dead.
I need to get you to make some mushroom phones at some point so we can communicate without.
And the point I keep getting just this music coming from
Elevated
them.
music.
I think they're dead too.
Oh, I was straight up thinking, hello, my baby, hello, my honey, but the beat to that.
That's when the point is awake. When
You're
they're
awake. I
asleep.
think you're awake at this point.
When they're asleep, it's music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is.
So yeah,
So-
that answer your question.
No.
I sent her some more nightmares. Try point one more time, please.
Oh my god! Once I find some mushrooms, I'm gonna make so much money for these on the Noid Nightmare auction site.
You make so much money from what? When you find mushrooms?
What? Nephew, it was an internal monologue. Shut up.
I can imagine Assassin saying that out loud. Let's
Isn't
be honest.
bullying anything.
Oh, Assassin's
100%
definitely saying it all
they
loud.
verbalize.
Some of it is
100%.
definitely being out loud. We're getting just enough.
And they always refer to themselves in the third person as well.
Yeah.
Bazormir, would you like to do anything else before we switch over to the next group?
Other than try to read some more of these maps, and keep an ear out for if anything comes back this way.
You do so. We'll come right back to you then after the next couple scenes. As we move over to Fade, you are awake, and I'm assuming pretending not to be awake, as the Frost Fire Giant is just staring at the point.
Yeah, after 4 hours of, I guess, I mean, technically, I don't even have to close my eyes to sleep. I don't have to sleep at all. I just have
No,
to
but
stand there.
we did establish you did so just
Yeah.
so the Frost Fire Giant would leave you
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah, so my eyes, my regular ass eye is sort of half closed. There's only half an eyelid anyway. But yeah, I'm just sort of standing against the wall in deactivation mode, looking like a robot that is powered down. He's just standing there watching the point.
Well, he's sitting in a bathtub of alcohol.
4 gallons of alcohol and half an ounce of poison.
He hasn't drunk it all yet.
No, it's just kind of sitting in it,
Ew.
staring at the point.
Preserving himself.
Is the
Pickling.
point managed to get to sleep?
Yeah.
And how many hours into the rest, I guess, is it?
Also, be the full 8 hours, as you went to sleep 4 hours in, and then have just had your 4.
Okay. So if any spells I cast, like sending, would count as my new day stuff,
Yes.
or could I do those before getting the full rest?
No, I could have done that last week. Didn't do it last week, so no retconning. Let's start. Let's go.
Okay. I cast message at the point. Hey. Hey.
Oh, what a waste of a message spell. They're right there.
You,
I
you
mean,
awake?
message is a cantrip, so.
Yeah, it is the counter one. Hey, you awake? Don't
Yo.
look now. But that guy is just staring at you.
Point. Give me a performance check as you attempt not to stir.
Okay. I'm good at
Don't
those.
stir.
Do not react.
Don't.
You are the saboteur.
Yes, you are the saboteur.
He's just staring at you, sitting in.
That's
The
really low for the
bathtub full of-
voice performance, actually.
He's just staring at you, sitting in a bathtub of
Booze.
poison.
Your call is important to us. Please leave a message after the beep.
Oh, finally, you're awake.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I really hate
Jesus.
it.
He had to get a natural 20, by the way, to
You
beat
got a
you.
natural 20. Natural 20 on his insight
You
check.
rolled the one thing, point.
Has he learnt common while I've been asleep, or is that also in giant?
That's also a giant.
Okay.
I
I just hear the
Actually,
message.
In common, in his broken
I
common,
think-
he'll shout at you in that overly
He knows you're
aggressive
awake,
voice
by
he's
the
picked
way.
up.
He knows you're awake, by the way.
Get moving! Get moving, slave!
Morning, Junior.
Oh, God, God! He leaps
Oh yeah,
out
I
of the
thought Junior's actually a character.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The vampire.
Yeah, the whole reason we're in this, man.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
Zome's mortal enemy.
Yeah.
I have one of his
I've,
teeth.
I've not been
And
able
he just starts like a railgun going off in giant.
Okay.
Saying. And do any
He is
like
he is
I'm not
telling you
moving.
about the
I'm
time
not moving.
he backpacked down south to the corpse lands.
hold on. There was one of the whatchamacallits in Corpse Lands, weren't there?
I don't know.
Was
What's the call it?
yes, though, to answer your question,
Oh
'cause I'm
yeah,
psychic.
your map. I
Yeah,
guess
my
this
my
again.
point map.
Yeah, he's mentioning the Corpse Lands. Should we ask about the
The glowing light.
future plot line, the glowing light?
The future plot line.
Hearing this, I'm gonna pull out Merida and just play just a bit of Melody's melody, just see how he reacts.
Explodes.
And
It would solve one problem.
It would solve one problem. It solved two. We might blow the door open or kill them, which would.
I wonder if
Yeah.
I could
It all works.
save, cast a second level spell to see what his thoughts are. No, I'm not gonna.
Does that work on it?
Okay, for the first time since you've met this individual, who's I didn't have a name, just met the
You got Mr. Popular.
Mr. Popular.
The-
That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't it the
Which
Apom-
is
the
still a bit
Apom-
No, it was
insulting.
Mr. Popular. I think was what. The point,
Since you've met Mr. Popular, he goes silent and solemn for the first
Solemn.
solemn
Solemn.
No,
Solemn is a
for the
cool
first
word.
time.
Solemn is how it's pronounced.
since you've met him.
With my passive insight of 19, he looks quite pensive, does he? He looks like he's heard this music.
No, he looks sad, as if he's listening to a sad melody. But the song itself, while what's the term?
Melancholy.
20?
No, it's quite soft and like almost fantasy travel music.
Melodic.
Just melodic. yeah.
Like new dawn rising.
Yeah, just I think
Yeah,
just
very
be-
very melodic.
melodic.
It's very soft.
Atmospheric.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but you wouldn't really describe it as sad music. It's not depressing or anything like that.
interesting.
It's just but he seems to be reacting to it as if it was. The body language he's given off is that of, oh, that's like depressing funeral music. That makes me think of depressing things.
But he doesn't look like he has heard this specific music before.
Hard to
There's
tell.
no note of recognition.
He's undead. He might have been forgotten.
If he does, he isn't aware of it.
Okay.
Also coming for a shitload of your history to remember things when he's forgotten his own name.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Remember,
I know what it's
also
like.
he's also got amnesia.
Yeah.
Okay. So, assuming I pick up on that general vibe as well,
What's your
Would-
passive insight?
my passive insight is
I mean,
14.
You were also actively. Weren't you actively trying to see what he reacts like? So would you be?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight.
Yeah. Come on, nat 20 this. Oh, wasn't you
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
18?
You pick up on all those hints.
And then we'll go, oh, so you're an appreciator of the arts then? And we'll stop playing Melody's Melody and play some proper upbeat rock music. You know, the kind that teens like.
Mr. Popular stands up and goes over, and you watch as he begins wading into the lava pool next to the crystal.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah, I've had that effect before. Well,
And he doesn't seem to be burning. He is wading through this if he's immune to it, like any other fire giant.
He's a fire giant that's got the powers of ice. Of course he's immune to fire.
Fire giant. He's immune to fire.
But he
Oh.
sits down in the lava, it coming up to about his midriff, a little bit above his waist, and he wraps his arms around his knees and just sits there,
Well-
staring off into the void.
Well, problem solved.
I
Not saying a
I
word.
feel like I'll go talk to him.
No, it's I. And the boy will kind of shimmy over near lava to nearby.
I'll go
He-
sit with him.
Still doesn't speak giant. Just goes, "Oh, that's not for you. Let's try, and we'll try a different type of music."
You do so. It seems to have no effect on him. He doesn't seem to
Okay.
be listening anymore.
He turned his
just-
ears off.
Staring
I'm now
off
gonna
into nothing.
I'm now gonna cast Detect Thoughts and wade into the pool with him.
Yeah, because you're immune to fire for like the day, aren't you?
This day and tomorrow until sunrise on the third day, basically.
In the
Which
meantime,
reminds me, I would get another thing.
the point will mage hand a supportive pat on the shoulder.
You do so. He doesn't react. He doesn't seem to be reacting to any external stimulus. Fade, your surface thoughts that you gleam, and I'll ask you in a moment if you want to dive deeper, but surface thoughts wise, you just get a pool of sadness. Just as if you're looking out on a murky nighttime lake. You can see a little glint of moonlight reflecting off of it. You just feel a depth to it, a depth of sadness.
Do I feel like I'm standing on the edge of this lake of dark water? Or is it lava or cold? Either way. Is there like a glimmer in the water that I can see?
No, it's a silent, quiet night. And it's more metaphysical than it is. He's not remembering anything. It's just this is how his emotions seem to be appearing to you in your mind.
I'm gonna try and sort of nudge him, and if that doesn't do anything, I look round at Point and say, "I've not done this. I don't think."
I guarantee
You
you
might have
you've
broken him.
done this.
And I dive into the lake, submerge my face in the lake.
Oh god, both of them now.
And,
You mean the
and
me-
probe deeper.
You
Yes,
mean the metaphysical lake?
I go
I
to
was
probe
wondering.
deeper.
What is it? Wisdom save?
It's-
Okay. That's a 3.
DC 19.
I think he lost.
I think he lost to his 3. He seems to have no mental defenses against your probing deeper. There's nothing to stop you. There's none of the regular mental barriers that any sentient creature has. Just cold, sludgy water filling in around you as you probe deeper into his mind. And you're getting to the levels now as you go deeper and deeper where even Mr. Popular probably isn't consciously aware of any of this. You're diving into the subconscious. And while there, you feel a lingering presence or a lingering scar upon his psyche. As there's
Can
a
I diagnose
cold,
it?
icy touch to it, a touch of death. And you think this is either the moment of his death or the moment of resurrection. Something traumatic seems to be spiraling, or at least emanating from whatever melancholy Mr. Popular has submerged into. This song, and you can hear the song now again, the same song that the point was playing, only you now hear it through Mr. Popular's lens, as if you're listening to it from underwater with several layers of distortion to it. And it does it. It's colder now. It's more chilling.
Is
There's
it coming
a-
through the scar tissue? Like, can I break through that?
No, it's just kind of emanating around you in a nebulous aura, a nebulous cloud of emotion.
Can I
And
try
if-
and make sense of the shape?
It feels as if there's undercurrents of dread to it, as if suddenly there's now a rhythm to it, a beat that you didn't hear on the surface, but a beat of marching, a beat of empire, a beat of hostility and conquest. The dread of a looming shadow swooping down upon you, the shadow of a predator, the shadow of death. As that's all you glean from it. As you can spend as long as you want swimming around in this murky emotion. But there's no new information to glean here. Whatever was here has been carved away. It's not that there's anything repressed or hidden or anything being destroyed. It's that the core, and this is slightly you've touched a couple entities, minds, and essences before. There isn't anything forgotten here. There is nothing to remember. Actually, go ahead and give me a fate die check. There's one other creature that potentially you might have probed, but let's see if you ever come across that creature in your life. That might give you an anchoring point to which to make it further reference. Fortunately,
I'm gonna spend my fate die for the day. I think on this.
okay,
I think
you can spend your
this
destiny.
this feels important enough. I'm gonna spend my day.
You sure you want to do that?
Yes, I'm sure, Lou. This is my one for the day. Can I add a knowledge of a past life to this?
This is a fate.
Mm.
You can't add anything to fate.
Yeah, fate's still a check like any other check.
Oh, is it?
Hmm.
D6
20
it
roll.
is. So a 13. Yeah.
It just depends if it can only be done to like skills or anything, or if it can be done to any D20 roll, which is slightly different.
I think it's the skills. What's the
Either way,
species
I
called
don't
again?
think I don't think either an 11 or a 13 is gonna do it. I might get something.
I'll say it's still a positive result. It wasn't a particularly high DC. There is a reasonable chance you came across this creature.
Mm-hmm.
As you dive into Mr. Popular's mind, it clicks. The essence patterns of this creature, it isn't... There was always something off about it. It wasn't quite like the other, like a fire giant's essence pattern should be. It was slightly different. And now it occurs to you why that is. Mr. Popular, while undead, isn't got the lingering essence of a fire giant. They have the lingering essence of a golem.
Oh.
This isn't a fire giant. This is a flesh golem made in the image of a fire giant.
Huh.
Who believes they're a fire
Actual
giant.
fire giant.
And for all intents and purposes, they have the body parts of a
Yeah.
fire giant. But there's something about the essence there of almost clone-like.
But who's clone?
I mean, assumably
As I come-
whoever they are modeled on.
Yeah.
Someone who
As
is.
I come back out of the whatchamacallit, the pool, I just sort of am very aware of that I look like, similarly, a mockery, an imitation of a Noid shape.
Of life.
Yeah. Imitation of life. And as I come back up, I say to the point,
Oh, great. It's both of them now.
Yeah.
Gosh, just... I know, I have no idea what you're saying.
You just
So
go.
I rolled for my Ifrit curse, and I rolled a 2. And 2 is you can only communicate in Ignan.
God fucking
No,
hell.
I do not speak Ignan.
So,
Oh, good.
So now nobody can understand giant.
no, I can only communicate.
Yay!
I can still understand. I can only communicate in Ignan. So while I may be immune to fire damage, I can only communicate in the Ignan brand of Primordial.
God.
Does mean you can talk to Sodoff now.
Yeah, you can. Plus,
Holy shit!
When you get
you
reunited.
can talk to the baby fire elemental that probably just thinks, burn it.
Would message
burn
work?
everything.
Would message work, or would it come through as Ignan?
As
it-
this is a curse, it would come through an ignorant.
Yeah, but I say you can only
I mean-
communicate is how it is. Not
Yeah.
you can only speak
Or
it.
I'm going to. Would you like me for the rest of the session to speak in Ignan,
No.
or would you like me to translate?
I would like you to describe me how you do charades for the rest of the session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yep.
pretty good at charades.
Do
I mean,
charades
you are.
without a camera.
I
Oh,
think
you're
it'd be a
good at
fun
charade.
opportunity and challenge for you.
What's your deck?
Too bad.
What's your
Not
deck?
a-
Or
an
do you have
audio
some
medium.
kind that, or do you have some kind of writing implement?
I
No,
do.
every time they write,
Only in
ignorant.
Ignan, yeah, it's communicating in Ignan.
Communication.
Somehow,
That's how a curse works.
somehow the
So-
When you
charades
say
are,
verbal.
somehow the charades are also in Ignan.
Yeah.
Immediately, I take out a pen and a quill and pad, and I write down excitedly, and I push it towards you, point, and it looks.
Like
you
someone's a
understand
child's
Primordial?
drawing of fire.
Seriously,
I'm
assassin
thinking
can read it.
I'm thinking Windings just
Windy!
Yeah.
Yes!
Windings, but they're all fire.
Yeah.
Can you understand Primordial?
Nope.
Ah, so you see written on the page. Just
Fire.
Wingdings.
yeah. I think it's Dwarvish script, so you recognize the letters, but you don't understand.
Okay.
It. And
No,
I'm
Primordial
back
Primordial
up
doesn't
to-
use Dwarven scripts, only Giant does.
I think Orc does as well, but
No,
there's a couple. I don't think Primordial does though. I think Primordial uses
Technically,
Primordial.
Primordial has no written language.
Yeah.
So you've just drawn squiggles.
I've just invented Primordial Language.
I've always imagined it as just
Okay.
being like literally. If everyone's seen like the Avatar like training diagrams where it's just like different bending maneuvers. Just
Yeah.
that, but like different forms of water or fire.
Oh, technically it's
Primordial
Dwarvish
Language
actually.
uses the Barazad. It uses the Barazad alphabet, a runic system, sometimes represented with Dwarven runes.
It is actually Dwarvish apparently. In 5.
The giant language is a debased form of it, so it looks quite similar to Giant and Abyssal.
Oh, good thing
Technically,
he,
that's true in Forgotten Realms. Good thing we're not in Forgotten
Oh
Realms.
yeah, I was about to
So
say.
we're-
Good thing also that the
Yeah.
point doesn't speak Giant either. So.
Nope.
So it looks similar to Giant. Good for it.
But anyway, while this is all happening, and the point you're very confused while Fate is now just
Drawing at
speaking
you.
in weird whispering flame-like
Incoherently
language.
rambling.
Not as confused as I could be. This is just kind of on brand for Fade at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lot of Fate's
I
brains
look
turned
to
off.
camera. I look to camera and shrug as the sound of a log snapping occurs.
You get an incoming cognitive psionic call. Do you accept the charges?
Is that me or Fade?
That's for the point.
Okay. The point will.
It's the message
if there is
assassin
a way
life.
to accept the if there is a way to accept the charges by saying this has already been paid for,
Reverse the charges.
You're gonna reverse charge.
Call
There is
connect.
no indication as to what the charges are or how it will be extracted. Only the cognitive message of, you have an incoming call. Do you accept the charges?
except
You hear a cackling. Now you owe me nightmares too.
do you want existential or the more
Do you want my
common kind?
current ones?
Existential, they go for a premium.
Okay, I'll
Just
I'll
the-
get back to you on those.
Just every
Oh my
memory you
god,
have of
this
Fate.
party is so traumatic. I get so many memories.
Just every memory you have of Fate.
Anyway,
God, I was supposed to ask you something. Oh yeah, Alvina wants to know where are you and are you dead? Also, I may have told Zormir that you're dead. Is Fade dead? I told them Fade was dead. Yeah,
no more than usual. They are currently standing in lava.
Oh, okay. That sounds about right.
Yeah, we made a friend. None of us can speak the same language anymore. That's
What?
fun.
Nobody in the room can understand anyone else in the room.
Yeah.
Yep. We've adopted a child. Yeah, we're in prison. We're waiting for our trial. We'll be out soon.
You hope.
We hope.
You think?
Alvina, did you want me to ask them anything?
Hurry up with your trial. Do something that gets the trial to happen quicker, like stab someone or something.
Okay. The point starts to fade.
That's just gonna come a straight up guilty verdict.
But it,
No
it,
trial.
it speeds
No,
the trial
the point
along.
does not stab fade. The point goes, okay, I've got something. And we'll say, is there anything else you need before I do my thing?
Alvina, is there anything else that you want to know or have the point do before they do their thing? I think they're going to stab Fade.
Oh yay! Grab me some primordial fire if it's nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the point will attempt to snap off a piece of that fire crystal that's there.
I'll take it.
You do, so you get a snap of cinder crystals.
Alvina likes fire crystals.
Okay.
That's crystals, so.
Right. Well, while you discuss what you're going to do, we're going to quickly just keep the momentum going. I'm going to quickly go back to Lou Grimm here, and Neil, you give us some thought to what you want to tell your new allies before we move on. All right. So as you're finishing up morning prayer, what was the message that you put into your speech this morning? What suggestion did you effectively implant?
My part of my modern player was, good day, my friends. I know your struggles are real and real hard, and I can help you, for I am not an average Noid. I was once bestowed with magical power, and that made me feel real powerful. But I inadvertently was bestowed with magic power and landed in this Alterra. Then I realized it was evil powers. And now I'm making myself better and striving to be free. So I urge you, my friends, to rise up, and I can help you get out of here. What say you?
That sounds like a call to arms to me.
Well, yeah, we've been trying to plan. Somebody heckles you in the back. We've been trying to plan that for the last 3 years now. We're open to concrete suggestions.
Shoot him. Just Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, bam!
You hear a collective "ooh."
Do you hear a scream from the guy who just shot?
He screams and then goes, "Oh my god, how did you do that? You gonna teach us how to do that?"
And therefore, Lou Grimm became a patron of all these new warlocks.
Oh yeah, they can actually. I think is it in the new? Is it in the new one that there's actually Warlock patron, just a stronger Warlock?
Basically, yeah.
And it's definitely one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're a level 10 warlock. Well,
It's not like
you're a
8
level-
Warlock,
level
but it's still,
eight.
I'm ambitious, okay?
that's higher than these guys. You don't have to be particularly powerful, patron.
give me a spellcasting check to see how powerful you are.
Come on, Lou, get a 20. Or get a 19, actually. Get a 19. That's what I'm calling.
How to do the spellcasting check?
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, D20.
Yeah,
like
Eldritch
spell
Blast would
attack.
work. Yeah,
Just an attack roll.
yeah. Just an Eldritch Blast attack would work.
But hilariously, you also have the dispersing power.
Oh, yeah.
So if it feels it's very on theme for your new green power to be able to
I'll
share your
widen
green power.
it.
Come on, Lou. Get a good roll. Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Yes! Mightiest Warlock!
You know what's funny? I was gonna give you like a radius or aura in which whenever you had cult followers in, they gained like 1 level of your power. But fuck it, that's a nat 20, folks.
Yeah.
and that range just became the perfect range of the entire plane.
If you have
Because you literally got the best result possible.
if you have worshippers, they gain warlock powers.
Now. To be fair, you can only gain so many.
Hey, still.
So I need to find a good system of how many followers of Warlock. What's the opposite of a patron? I guess followers. How many followers you can get per Warlock level?
Actually, why not proficiency bonus times warlock level?
Efficiency
Could do it
bonus
the same way they
times
do it in
Warlock
Fight
level.
Club.
Ooh, I quite like the scaling of that. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. That's a good suggestion. I'm gonna. So many new. You guys have met so many things on the fly. Got so many notes. Warlock cult mechanic.
Yes!
Yay!
Brought time Warlock. So there you go. Apparently we've just invented a new Warlock class type for you. So you now have to decide how many Warlock levels you want to give away compared to continue leveling in Warlock now.
Cult master.
So you can become a cult master. So there's a fun choice for you on the next level up, Lou. Of you can get rid of more Warlock levels for Sorcerer levels, but you lose followers.
Or you lose followers that actually get special abilities for it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
That's true.
it's handy now,
Maybe
but in the
efficiency bonus?
in the future, unless you actually get something from it, it's not worth it.
An
I
army.
mean, you have NPCs that have powers. You normally hire people like that.
Yeah, you've got 8 levels of warlock at the moment, Lou.
What's
Ten
your
and 5.
You don't have 5, so you've got 20 followers potentially.
Yeah.
You can have 20 level 1 warlocks rocking with you. That's a lot of Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah.
I'll take the same followers.
So at the moment, you have 22 Eldritch Blasts at your disposal.
Nice.
Okay, so you now with your green, with a combination of your sorcery and warlock abilities and your green soul feat, you have unlocked a new legacy warlock feature and are able to effectively spire or patronage 20 of your followers with 1 level in warlock each. We're gonna give these guys a leader, and I'm just going to assume that the one of them is Brother Bramble, who is now your main cult follower.
He's your main man. He's
gotta
your
be my
boy.
right-hand man.
He's your boy.
Yeah.
Oh no! If in that case, it's got to be my boy Blue.
No, it's my boy Bramble. It works.
My boy Bramble.
My boy Blueberry Bramble.
No. My boy Blackberry.
His first name is
My boy's
Blue.
But you can spend the next hour or two effectively siring followers and gain a mob of NPC warlocks.
You get a wedge. You get a wedge.
Yeah. Graving a G on all of them for Grim.
No, it's an LG. It's an LG.
I am, of
just on
course,
there.
going to need a name for this collective that I'll let you get back to me on. Of what am I
Okay.
calling them on their NPC sheet?
An annoyance
oh.
of warlocks.
No, it's-
Lose, lads.
I mean,
As a-
the
Last of
Cult of
all.
Grim does work. Grim game.
Yeah.
A Danny DeVito meme of warlock.
And then I
I
started.
mean, the obvious one is the Brothers Grimm.
no, Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I prefer that to my suggestion as well.
This script is pretty good.
The Brothers Grimm is great.
Oh. It's a shame you're not also like multi-classing into Blood Hunter.
Not yet.
Surely inspiration for
Who
the
says I
Brothers Grimm.
can?
Yeah, he's not done it yet.
Depends on your
Yeah.
stats.
Yeah. Does Lou get an inspiration die for that, or another Destiny point?
Yeah, you can have a destiny point for you have
Yeah.
created your own cult.
What?
Thank you.
Did you create your own cult? That was also they really
They played it up.
they also just get a destiny point for their dedication to the bit.
Yeah.
They went full preacher there, and that was.
Yeah, they even shot a guy. It's perfect evangelist.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm.
And
fine
if he
with it
was
only
deemed
for
worthy,
the
he
shot-
was
the shooting
saying-
a guy, yeah.
But
For that reason.
what with your new cult of Grimm
Warlocks.
and the company of Brothers Grimm. What you said you wanted them to go off and show their powers, right? How restrained do you make these guys? Do you try and keep their fervor? Because you've just given 20 ambitious slaves the
Eldritch
ability to
Blast.
cast Eldritch Blast. And more importantly, they're doing so via your arcane soul. So they don't even need
Focus.
they don't even need Arcanite to do so.
They just fire it.
I like how I made
I am
Lou,
a
like
focus.
the first like human arcane focus ever to exist in this universe, and immediately you've created 20 more.
Within
When you're
seconds.
good, you're good.
Within seconds.
But more importantly, are you attempting to curb and stop their fervor, or are you just standing back as they all charge out and start chaos?
My work here is done.
He
Ow.
moves on to the next guy.
No, no.
Wandering down the corridor towards another alien.
What you should
Oh, I
do,
can
Lou?
help him out too.
What you should do, Lou? You let all the minion ones go, and then just bring Brother Bramble with you, and he's our NPC now.
Could have your own little personal SEAL team to get you out, rather than send them out into the world causing chaos.
No,
Yeah,
good.
that's
just
what
to
I was
know-
thinking.
When we re-see you, is it after being captured and half your party killed? Or are you attempting to stop them from immediately going out blasting?
I'm attempting to stop them going out
Well-
blasting everyone.
You know what I'm about to say next, don't you? I'm gonna need a persuasion check.
Does it get advantage because there is cult?
No,
Okay,
they are gonna have, however, disadvantage because of the nature
fair,
and personalities of their new recruits.
fair.
They are
Impetuous.
ravenous with power lust.
You can just take their powers away, right? You can do that.
He doesn't know how
Right.
to.
That is not how Warlock patrons work in Alterra.
Yeah, they don't.
Plus,
Most-
yeah, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, most patrons don't even know they have a warlock. But
Just watching them cause havoc on the city and thinking, I should have read step 2 in that manual.
yeah, he's like, I got the give them your power. Unfortunately, the other half of the book was destroyed underneath the
Yeah.
title "How to Stop Them Having Your Power."
He said persuasion
Get
at
power.
disadvantage.
Step 2,
Yes.
question mark. Step 3, profit.
You do have a destiny, remember, so you can grab.
You've got
That's
2
two.
destinies now.
Well, it's a 14.
Well, I have two destiny.
You also have
two
your
inspirations and a destiny.
you also have your special thing that allows
So
you.
you have two destinies
I
and
can,
inspiration. You have two destinies and inspiration.
Use my talisman.
Huh?
I have options.
Would you like to do anything before I announce the results?
I will then. Oh, let me see the pack of the talisman again.
I think it's you added
Ability to be on D4.
That might actually be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the pack of my talisman. I couldn't remember what
Yeah.
dice it was.
Go ahead and roll me a d4.
If you get a 4, that's pretty good. 2?
2, so 16.
16's not bad.
As you begin to see the power lust rise in the eyes of your new followers, you immediately switch gear and start preaching the need for, patience and plans
Patience, restraint.
and restraint and intelligence
Yeah,
and
because good things come to those who wait.
striking and self-control. Striking at the right moment. as you're able to keep a lid on the bubbling energy within the room and put together a plan. Where would you like them to take you as presumably you're planning to do something? Would you like them to try and take you through up to Iron Landing, or at least as much as they can? Are you wanting to hit anything, like any warehouses or steal anything? Where do you direct this new energy now that you've put it under control, or at least temporary, somewhat control?
You've leashed it currently.
You said they wanted to steal some shit as well.
They wanted to steal anything that would give them a chance to survive, and to be fair, you have just given them Warlock powers,
yeah,
which is
okay.
what they were really... they were thinking
I was going to
stealing
ask
things
you
or money.
what it was they wanted to steal again, but yeah,
they
I
wanted... Yeah, their party is
them,
to survive.
Get me as far to Iron Landing as they can.
Okay. Then we will come back to that a little bit later to see how well they've succeeded with their collective knowledge. And let's head back to the group on Iron Landing. You've now had a quick conversation and told the other 3 party members, and I don't actually know if Assassin had Lou
That's
in
what I
their
was going
book.
to ask next.
Yes.
It was. I
They
thought Lou was, but I wasn't
Yeah,
certain.
I
That's
was
fair.
in Assassin's address book as well.
Then just before we leave, Lou, you get a little message. Incoming call. Do you accept the charges?
But, yes, I'll accept.
Hey, you alive?
Yes, I'm alive and well. Met some new friends as well.
I thought we were your friends. What, are you
yes,
abandoning us?
this is why they're new friends.
Oh. You got any traumatic memories?
Lots.
Oh my god.
Locked.
Oh my
What?
god, I can't wait to meet them.
They're all They're all horribly tortured slaves. They've got so many painful.
Yeah, Noid trauma memories are going for a premium right now. It's all the rage.
Okay, well, yeah. I can give you a couple.
Alvina wants to know if Alvina, what was I asking again?
I can't remember. I think it was get the hell up here.
Oh, where are you? Are you still in where the hell we are? I
Did
don't
you
know where we
find an
are.
inn?
No, I'm on level 4.
Level 4?
Yeah,
do
I'm
I
a
look
little
like a
further
map?
down from where you are.
Oh, okay. Can you get up here? We're gonna steal a ship.
Yeah, I'm getting my new friends to help me do that.
Get
right
me
now.
some primal fire
nice,
if you go
nice.
past any.
Oh, Alvina says, if you can sacrifice yourself to get primal fire, you should do so. I don't think it's worth it, man.
Tell her I'll see what I can do.
I don't know. You're like the only cool one in this party. I don't think you should.
You have people for that now. Just say that as your response.
Finish you, Ben. I'll leave
Oh.
it.
I
Yeah,
love
if
the
you
fact
can
that
get
I'm-
up.
Sorry.
If you can get up here and if you find like Zormir or Fade or the Point
Yeah, you don't need that the second one.
on the way up as well, yeah,
Wait.
that would be great.
Fade and Point are not with you? And
No,
the
I
rest
thought
of
they
the party?
died, but apparently they're alive now. Although I think Fade's had a concussion again or been blown up. I don't know. I think they died again. They're always doing that.
Mm-hmm.
The Point says they're all speaking
Yeah.
mumbo jumbo.
Oh, so Fade's just speaking normally, are they?
So nothing is.
It's funny. See, this is why you're the cool
No.
one.
So
Thank
witty.
you.
So witty.
But yeah, get up here. We're gonna steal a ship and we're gonna go find out where Bastion is so we can sell them out to the Republic. Yeah, let's go.
Well, between me and you, if we're really lucky, we can steal 2 ships.
Oh my, you think?
I'm attempting it.
Yeah, Lou's gonna steal his own
Just
ship.
between me and you. Don't tell the rest. It's
Okay,
our
okay,
little
what-
secret.
steals a ship.
He's gonna
Can you fly one?
hijack a ship with a cult. Someone in the cult probably can.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know if anybody can keep a secret, it's you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Stormir is still patiently waiting for more calls to find out what the fuck else is going on. Going, I'm not being asked about Primal Fire in the slightest. Has all that information.
Well, the thing is, Alvina's already asked you for it.
Yeah, we have asked you previously, but that was when you were smithing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the thing is,
I couldn't
Alvina's made...
speak.
The others have gone, so Alvina told you already to go get some Primal Fire. The others are now missing, which means she has got to tell them as well to go get me Primal Fire.
Well, I gotta hang up now. Bye.
Okay, bye. See you soon.
As we head back to Iron Landing, we're actually going to take a quick 5-minute break there as we are halfway through the session. When we return,
Sorry.
we'll find out what the party's up to.
I can't believe
No.
you made a fucking cult, Lou.
Yes!
I'm so happy!
Yeah, well done, Neil. Well done.
Well, fucking done. It was brilliant.
I was thinking, is this kind of like a pyramid scheme for president control now?
Kinda.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then he's just
I
gonna
know
see
what I said to Bob this morning, but
Wait a minute.
that's not. This is not where I was going with that. I took a dramatic turn
Yeah.
right at the beginning.
Wait a minute. There isn't a
Good
Warlock patron of wild magic, is there?
Don't believe so.
We just made it.
It's alright, you'll just steal President Control's power and then just be, find a way to turn it into a wild magic warlock.
Mm.
You keep the Warlock abilities, but just convert them into with the sorcerer like twister.
I'm kind of surprised there isn't a wild
can-
magic warlock.
It's like there isn't a Dragon Warlock. There's just a couple which aren't there, which is like they really should be, because there are previous
Right.
editions they technically existed. So
I can make my
Technically, we're now
sorcery
home.
points into spell slots.
Technically, we'll
You know,
we'll make a homebrew of
Warlock
it.
spell slots.
yeah,
We can
I mean,
homebrew
there's
it.
even there's even a wild magic barbarian now.
yeah. Oh, it's kind of Fey. That one. That one's Fey. Got a Fey twist on it as well. It's
Not as many
supposed-
downsides really on that either.
Yeah, it's supposed to be based on like Elysium as well,
Alright.
from like old Pathfinder and stuff, which is basically like one of the planes of chaos, but it's the good plane of chaos, which is Feyish.
Fair.
And a lot of wild magic.
Plane
came
of
from it.
plane of being chaotic good.
Pretty much, yeah. It was a fun plane, honestly. I'm currently playing through Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and there's a lot of stuff with Elysium in that, and I'm enjoying it. With my chaotic good
Ooh.
dragon disciple barbarian Asmar, who's very weird because he's an Asmar, and because
Oh,
of
is this the fallen one?
no, this is in actually like the PC game.
Oh, alright.
He's an Asmar. He's an angel Asmar, and there's a bug in the game which means you can't become a dragon disciple with a red dragon sorcerer bloodline currently. Just a bug. So I found a workaround by picking the dual bloodline thing. So I've got red and gold dragon in my character's ancestry, and he's half angel. So he's really fucked up.
Assassin should meet him.
So,
There's some
there are
trauma.
two options that I can see. For a wild magic-esque warlock. One of them is kind of fun, and one of them is like the more serious answer is Great Old One, because they're all about they're less about the chaos magic and more about chaotic sort of Cthulhian.
You mean the one that Lou
dominion.
already is?
Yeah, my patron's a great old one.
Yeah. And then there's the Anarchist, which is apparently a UA.
There's a wild magic
Someone-
one in like a big homebrew like Tome of Warlock Patrons one. I'm certain there was like 2 wild magic ones in there, but I'd have to find the tome.
Is that the Compendium of Forgotten Secrets?
I think it might have been.
Could have been.
Is that? I've got a physical copy of that actually over there.
Yeah. Is it the one that has like the Hellhound patron and things like that?
Yeah,
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 it's that
Hellhound
one.
Patron.
There's some fantastic.
Cheshire Cat, picture of
Yeah.
Dorian Gray.
There's some hilarious
Yeah.
ones in there.
Yeah.
There's there's 2 dragon ones in there, I think, actually, because there's a metallic and a chromatic, I think. I believe.
Maybe.
I believe. There were
So,
some really
in-
cool ones. That's the main thing. There's some really cool ones in that book.
Yeah, so I think that one's mostly kind of new eldritch beings. It's like the Hellhound, the Cheshire Cat. There's the Stormlord, which is an interdimensional
Like,
storm dragon.
you say it's new.
Storm
it's,
dragon.
It's old stuff technically. It's in like other books from previous editions that aren't canon anymore.
Revised.
Pretty much, yeah. There's some really really cool things in that book.
All right, I am back.
Okay,
Aye.
Hi, back, I'm the point.
I'm not kidding.
Ba-doom.
-1 inspiration.
Psychic
World
damage.
patron.
Yeah, 1d4 psychic damage.
Are we all here?
I think so.
Shall we get
Physically, yes.
on with the
Mentally.
session?
Sure.
Please.
Yes.
I'll allow it.
Welcome back! The World of Alterra, episode 41, the day the ship arrived.
The day the cult arrived.
Okay, so we head to Iron Landing.
The day of arrivals.
And for the collective up on Iron Landing, you've obviously heard those conversations from Assassin.
Mhm.
Apparently Lou has got a call and is on their way up. The Point and Fade are still locked away. And Zormir is, I'm not quite sure what Zormir actually said as to where they were.
He's
They were
reading
somewhere.
his book.
I
He's
was
reading his
reading
maps.
that.
So.
So you gain all this information from Assassin. It is probably about half an hour to an hour now. You are also starting to hear searching, getting closer and closer to your proximity, and you're fairly sure that given enough time, they will be able to find you as they seem to be actively going through tents at this point. What would the party on Iron Landing like to do?
So, how do we get out of this? You want to get any ideas?
That is the question.
Not really, no. We could. I mean, can we hear which direction they're coming from?
Assume northeast. They are doing a clockwise search, or I guess a right to left search.
So they'll be quickly getting to us, essentially.
Yes, they're also probably going to be doing a pincher search, and it's literally just sweeping across the map right to left.
So we're going to like nip round the other side.
Unfortunately, not.
What we'd need
They're
to
doing a much more thorough search than they've previously done.
I've got an idea.
Yeah?
It would mean that you'd have to wake fuck you up.
Well, I mean, we currently don't have any ideas, so...
Switch the lamp on.
You're just really obsessed with somebody waking you up and not just supposed to be waking up by themselves, aren't you?
We have an idea, so,
Arcane.
when I've been chatting through, it's like, well, that won't work. Without being, I imagine we've had some like minor ideas that just are like, yeah, this shouldn't work because this, like, very blatantly won't. And I go, right, I'm gonna wake fuck you up, and I just pitch like a fish or something at you with quite a bit of force.
Wait, Alvina's throwing food away?
No, through food at fuck you. It's their
Yeah, but
breakfast.
you,
It's what
you're
them boys.
throwing it away instead of eating it.
No, it's what I was gonna use for their breakfast.
Aggressive breakfast. Breakfast.
Bam!
It's a fresh fish.
Who's throwing fish at me?
They're about to be caught by a search. You got any ideas? Also, they has your breakfast.
Fishy and lamb
Yeah.
now.
I mean, what? What's going on?
Something's been nicked apparently.
Well, the book did.
But I'm not sure if it's the book, honestly, because they seem really, really passionate about it suddenly. So
Yeah, they weren't that passionate.
yeah, they
when
didn't really
you,
give a
you know,
fuck yesterday.
leaked it.
So
Okay. So what? They're looking through all the tents or something?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they're about to be
Okay.
here probably any moment. So you got any ideas?
Fuck you is essentially gonna stand up, dust himself off, have a quick listen around just to see how far things are, and just stand in the middle of the tent, waiting for someone to look in.
Okay. If you wait long enough, eventually they do.
I'm gonna
see
trust
the
Fuck You's got an
tent
idea.
flaps open as a fire giant guard head pops into the tent.
As soon as the fire giant head pops in, casting Charm Monster.
Charm Monster, nice.
Let's have a look here. The guards have a little bit higher. That's still not particularly high. Let's find out.
Yes!
14.
So Fuck You's just gonna go, alright, we're setting up in here. Nothing's dodgy. On your way.
We're legitimate businessmen.
Very much.
Yeah, we are legitimate,
Wait, this is
legitimate
allowed.
businessmen.
This is allowed, basically.
Okay, well, it is charm magic. They do so. They give you a nod and they continue on.
Fuck You turns around and go, right, what's going on?
Okay. Yeah, it's like,
Did I do that?
so Alvina's like, yep,
Ah,
completely.
well done.
Nice. I didn't know you had Charm Monster. Fuck yeah. I thought you had something. I thought you were gonna like camouflage us to look like it, but no. Fuck yeah, that works.
That was so well played.
Yeah.
Sometimes the easiest thing is the best thing to do.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I didn't have a plan on if that failed.
Yeah, I assumed. That's why I was not sure what you were gonna do,
This
but
was made for Fuck You just to be like, nah.
Well, the standard protocol, if you fail to charm a hostile creature, is it attacks you
I mean, yeah,
And-
probably.
for a good while.
so yeah.
That's standard procedure.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if that didn't work, my next plan was to polymorph him and just throw him into the fire pit.
Yeah, that's probably bought you a little bit of time, but no doubt they will do second and third sweeps through to make sure they haven't missed anything. So what would you like to do in that meantime?
right, so now we've got some time on our hands. Bing.
Oh,
Google.
is there any chance we can get down the hole the smoke genie did?
With a successful stealth check, yeah, you can wait for a gap in the effectively searches and cross over to it. And the smoke is, while there's still a wisp coming up from the previous night, this is the clearest you've actually seen it, and it's at least a bearable amount of smoke coming up that you could endure it with a little bit of holding breath and a little watery eyes. As to how you abseil down it and not just fall to your death to lava, I'm going to leave that up to the party, but you can definitely reach the edge of the giant chasm, yes.
A real
Assuming you
quick,
pass your success stealth check.
real quick. My clockwork dragon's still up there. It had eyes on the tent the whole thing. Can it
Yes.
either give them a hand and go with, or do the rest of you guys want them to stay up there and watch and wait for the ship to arrive and give us like a warning, the ship's arriving, kind of shit?
Yeah, probably more useful.
Yeah.
Okay. It can assist you in getting towards the tent then, and it'll stick around up there and act as an early warning system.
With its aerial view, actually, does it have any way to communicate? Because it normally communicates via you.
It can like cheat because it's a familiar. So
yeah,
it can do
it's-
things a
it's got
normal
little
familiar can do as an
Yeah.
animal, but that's about it.
It technically has the statistics of it's technically a homunculus.
And
but
that's fair. I meant in order for it to give you advantage on stealth, the best way I can imagine is it having an aerial view down and relaying to you when there are gaps from its vantage point. I'm just not sure it in its
yes.
physical form can actually communicate. Well, the beeps would give it away though and draw attention. I don't think
Wait a
it has a
minute.
way of silently communicating with the party.
Give me a
It has
moment.
lights.
And also communicate its
I-
intention.
I think I
No way
have
of communicating without drawing attention
not
to
a
itself, then,
distance.
James.
Yeah.
Fair.
I've got an
This is
idea.
If someone can cast message on it, it can respond.
No, I've got something which might actually kind of help. I've got to find the ability, though. Where is it? The fuck is it? It's one of my barbarian abilities for being a totem warrior.
Speak with animal.
It's the other one of that.
Beast sense.
But yeah, isn't that I can basically look through the eyes of a beast?
I don't think it's a beast.
No,
believe it's a
I don't.
construct of
It
based
doesn't.
off
It doesn't matter for that. We have fuck you with the Wonder Polymorph. Fuck you.
So
Basically,
polymorph,
fuck polymorphs, even if themselves, is a like lizard again, just something tiny that's not gonna be noticed. Alvina just uses beast sense to get eyes on it, and Gwent runs me and Abby across. And I just communicate like the gaps and things from next to Gwent.
Oh yeah, that's fine, because I was just double checking to make sure that, like, Child Monster wasn't a concentration.
Don't believe it is. No. I think Dominate Monster is, but Charm is weaker.
Then that's sufficient to gain the upper party advantage on stealth checks.
Mm-hmm.
The question then becomes, once you get to the edge, how would you like to abseil down to the lower levels?
Yeah.
Assuming that is what you're attempting to do, and then what is the overall game plan?
What is the distance between the levels? Do we know that? On the map, did it have a like rough height?
It was about 80 to 100 feet.
80 to 100 feet. So it'd be.
That's too far.
Well, no. Here's the thing. It'd be a 40-foot drop. That's actually manageable. It'd hurt, but that's actually manageable.
It's also, you've got first person to climb down who have disadvantage on climbing down.
Not really good at climbing.
Isn't it just you move slower?
Yeah, 4 foot for every foot.
Yeah, it's not a disadvantage. It's just you move slower doing it.
Yeah, but in general, I am terrible at climbing.
Yeah. If all else fails, I could carry you again.
Well, my
course
idea
you
was
can.
to go into the Smoke Genie's place. He's already got a secret tunnel that probably nobody else knows about apart from fuck you.
Ooh, I'm afraid that tunnel got burnt last night. The entire back of the tent has been disintegrated.
So there's just an empty hole that any guard looking in can see and look down?
Well, it wasn't a hole, remember. The tent was leaning over the gap.
Ah, I thought it was a hole, sorry.
No, he just dug a hole in the actual tent so he could slip in and out without being seen.
It's like a cut in the back, essentially.
He Shawshank it.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah. You'd accomplish the same thing with just jumping over the edge.
Does anyone other than me have rope still?
I believe I still have rope. Just checking. Yeah, I've got 50 foot of rope.
Then we can tie it together, and we just take the full 100. And we can just climb down. It'll take a while to get you down as well, Gwen.
Also, the weight is the other issue if you're trying to get down there quickly.
1 second.
How much can the weight take?
5e rope. Wait.
It's also, once we get down there, what we're going to do.
It takes a lot of strength to just snap it with brute force. It takes a DC 17 check, which is quite hard. So we probably can manage it.
Having internet issues.
It could probably
Does
hold.
anybody have any other plan about what to do on the top?
No, I think that's a good plan.
Because at least it gets us away from the roving patrols, which is not great.
Yeah, the patrols are worse than it's gonna hurt as we fall.
I can get everybody back up with health, so that's no big deal.
I will say 100 feet isn't lethal for me. So if we've got potions on us, I can get us up if all else fails.
As long as you can get me up first.
Yeah, I
can
will. I
help with
would.
the
I
rest.
pick the healer up first.
Priorities.
But I'd carry Abby down, since he's the other priority. So, fuck you, you'll be fine. I have full
Yeah,
confidence.
you can just jump straight down.
As a
and you're
gecko,
immortal.
you're very fine. Yeah, I genuinely like that plan.
All right, then everyone up on the upper level, go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage. As we
Can we
enact the
say
plan.
that we're telling Faden the point via assassin before we just run? Just
yeah.
so they know where we've gone.
You can inform them that you've gone to the low level beneath Iron Landing with unknown intent.
Not me.
And you can tell Zormir that too.
Well,
Okay.
about me, so now I'm
Yeah,
on my way up to...
Yeah.
I guess I can tell you that too, since they have free sending.
It'd take me 10 minutes to get beast sense going, so...
You'd also get from me, watch out, they're patrolling everywhere.
Yeah. So it takes me 10 minutes. You, fuck you. If you can be something small and unobtrusive that has at least a glide...
I mean, I just got
Ooh.
a nat 20 on a lizard stealth.
Yeah, fair. Using that lizard
You're a
stat
flying
block.
lizard.
There are types of lizard that have, like, gliders, so...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It flaps the
I
skin.
mean, it's not like rules is written in. Or I don't think there's a flying lizard actually in the bestiary.
There's a flying snake, so just put the snake's flying speed on a lizard stat block and you'll probably be fine.
Fair.
23 for Gwent.
16 for Alvina.
Or did you
As
say
I'm-
at advantage, Chris?
You did have advantage, yes.
Yeah.
Advantage, yeah.
Oh yeah, and do you want me to do one for Abby as well?
No, they're an NPC. They don't need to make checks like this.
Cool.
We'll take the
Yeah,
party check.
23.
Yeah, Alvina is
If
also,
you
I'm
guys
assuming...
fail, they fail.
Yeah, Alvina, I'm assuming, is being essentially carried because she can't see where she's going.
All right, the party succeeds in their collective stealth check as you manage to make a break for it between patrols, get some ropes around an anchoring point up on this upper level, and are able to begin descending down, presumably with Fukyu suddenly appearing as a lizard on somebody's shoulder.
Yeah.
Do any of you have a climbing speed?
I don't believe so yet.
Then, Alvina, go ahead and give me an athletics check, just to see how much maneuverability and time you have on this rope, just for later on.
18.
Just for no reason.
What's more, so I don't have to check later with like, oh, you've been on this rope for like 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? As you begin lowering down, there's quite a decent width of floor in between each level, at least 30 foot thick. And you're kind of just passing by. And in theory, you could probably hang out here with the smoke giving you cover, but it is a unpleasant scenario. You can feel the kind of soot and grease lining the pores of your skin, the smoke stinging your eyes.
Sort that out.
Yeah, but even cantrips take a toll if you're constantly having to cast them every 6 seconds because it immediately builds up again.
It's fine. Alvina's just gonna, like, just scrape the gunk off when she gets to the bottom.
Well, it's more just just let you know while you could
Yeah.
hang out here. You probably don't want to hang out here for
Yeah.
more than you need to. But after a good couple minutes of climbing down, you're taking your time. What with the heavy toll you have on, the awkward shape of Gwen as you're helping them down. Eventually, you get low enough that you can see the roof of the next level and get effectively a bird's eye view of the central area and everything not behind the walls. As you are hovering just above, effectively that brown rope there,
Yeah.
a good 80 to 100 foot up in the air as you're looking down on this scene.
The fuck are they?
Those are the bureaucratic fire trolls.
Oh, that's a cool model.
Is there a rope on the other side?
The most terrifying things available. Bureaucrat.
That was where the...
That's where you
I thought it was
yeah,
on
that's
the
where
other side.
No, that's where the test was.
That's where the rope was.
Because that's directly underneath where the genie's tent is.
That's what
And
the
where you
dragon
guys
is.
are.
Alright.
So I can see
Kind
the
of coming
dragon.
down. I imagine you're a little bit off to the left as you crossed it. That is the colored-in stone dragon head on the large door.
I definitely have eyes on that.
But as you come down, you clock what it appears to be a scene of what can only be described as an internal search, as guards have been lined up in rows, and these trolls in quite what appears to be very simplistic attire. What appear to be nearly pure white, even in the suit staining environment, almost like monk garb, with these red details lining the shoulders and down the sides of the outfit. As they appear to be interrogating, or at least questioning and inspecting the rows of fire giants. It looks like there's an internal search going on by the trolls of the guards.
Oh, wait
they
a
are-
minute.
Do the guards
They are
look
all-
pissed?
I've just clocked it.
I
Ooh,
clocked
depends.
it
Give me an
ages ago.
insight check. Give me an insight check if you want to glean more about the emotions of the scene beneath you.
No, I clocked the reason, Bob, but I didn't clock exactly, I think, what has happened. I think I've clocked slightly more of what has happened.
That is a 14.
Because I did notice
14?
something in Iron Land.
That's still a positive result, and the fire giant are exactly being stealthy about this. They are not angry; they are afraid.
Yep. Shit.
And the trolls are emotionless because they're bureaucrats.
They are bureaucrats. They don't have souls.
Right. Gwent has not clocked his like, why are they scared?
You know that when we get down to the bottom.
Well, that is the question now. If nobody is currently looking your way, but it will take you a little bit of time to bridge the gap between the roof and the bottom floor of just you dangling on a rope, slowly getting lower and lower.
Is that
in plain view of anyone who looked in that direction?
is this a wall here? So would this give us cover?
It is not a wall.
Bollocks.
So many people. Let's stay hanging on the rope.
Yeah. Well,
That is a question of, would you like to continue climbing down or stay at the rooftop just partially out of line of sight?
yeah, I'd
Rooftop.
say stay at the rooftop, and Alvina will climb up a little more because I imagine she was the first
Well,
one
it's a
going
good
down
thing you
the
hit
ladder.
that 18 on your athletics to hang there for
Yeah.
a bit.
If I knew it was to actually hang for a long adventure at a time, I'd have gone, could I get an advantage for being a wood elf?
I feel like Gwent disadvantages you.
Yeah, that's fair. And I
check
go
out.
and I go to
Flat
Gwen.
rules.
And I go to Gwen. Remember that genie yesterday who was trying to get us to break into the treasure vault?
Yeah.
I think he might have succeeded,
Uh,
and he took something important. I don't know what he took, but he took something important. Cause did I get a glance at something that I spotted on the Iron Landing map from Alvina's beast's eyes that that she was using for fuck you?
Did you gleam anything? But
Yeah.
this morning?
Yeah, I will say probably it would be because I don't want to mention it otherwise. But I spotted it on the map.
On the map.
But I don't think Albie would have gotten a line of sight apart from in that particular situation because she'd be sent while she was still in the tent.
On the Iron Landing map? I don't think there's anything on the Iron Landing map that's a spoiler.
There was one thing which you did. It specifically just didn't get mentioned, but I noticed it.
Ooh, what is it?
The fact that the Monster Guild ship that the genie was hanging out with is gone.
Oh, yeah.
Last night.
That left last night.
That was the one that apparently stayed in though, a lot longer than the others. So
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It stayed
they didn't
longer.
leave until after the genie had boarded it.
yeah, basically that.
Uh,
They left
you could
after the
piece
cover.
that together,
Yeah.
or at least probably Gwent could piece that together. Alvina maybe,
Alvina didn't like the genie, so she's suspicious of him. So she can put that.
but that is
together.
something that is party knowledge. Yes,
Cool.
that is not a secret.
then yeah, basically that.
With their intelligence of 6.
Hey, 7.
7, sorry. I
How
apologize.
dare you!
This is one of those plot points that even an idiot can understand.
Yeah, he stole something and he escaped.
We'll just be
covering
we'll
the
just be holding
track.
up cardboard signs that say genie equals bad guy.
Yeah. But
Albina.
Albina was
Picture of Albina
immediately
and then
convinced. Albina was immediately convinced that the genie was a bad guy. So.
Yeah. He took the prototype. I called this an hour ago.
He didn't take the
No, he
prototype.
didn't. That wasn't in the vault. He took something out of the vault.
What could he have taken from the vault?
I don't know what was in the vault, so how
Who
can I
knows
know?
what was in the vault in the first place?
Okay,
The DM
guys,
knows.
Yeah.
new plan. Let's get in that vault and see what's been nicked.
I want to nick whatever's left in the vault.
You get into the vault, it's just like an empty space. Ah, shit, I wonder what they took.
Yeah. No,
He
it's,
took everything.
This
What?
dust
Why is
packet
that?
could be anything.
Why is that a good plan when everyone's being checked around the
wait
vault?
a minute.
This is the busiest bit. You're trying to go.
Oh, I think I might know what was taken.
Maybe we'll find out.
And
So
by
the
then
genie
your
self-respect.
tone of voice tells me I might be right here.
You might be right.
Okay.
I might have set it up for the party to get the perfect in. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oof. Oof.
But yes, you're dangling from a rope. What would you like to do before we move on to the next group? Wait, how long would you like to hang in there for?
Until
With your hooves.
until that absolute perfect moment where literally everyone is really busy looking absolutely the direction.
Probably never.
Is the vault door
Okay.
open?
When they've all been filed away after being checked.
Is the vault door open?
What is the vault door?
Well, I'm assuming the dragon is the vault door.
It is not currently open in any way that you would discern
Okay.
as open.
I basically
With all
was...
this,
Alvina was basically thinking, okay, Genie wanted to break into the vault. We just went down where we knew the Genie could go. Big dragon head makes a cool vault door. If I made a vault, I would make a vault door out of with a dragon's head on it. That's Alvina's thought. So she assumes the dragon's mouth opens, and that's the door. Essentially, she's doing complete stupidity, but she's looking at the dragon head and going, it's not open.
Well, you can do that. You can plan that.
Yeah.
Try to think of what's a good like group dynamic check. Gauge how. Let's see. There's 3 of you. Let's do a skill challenge here to come up with the perfect opportunity. This is going to require inciting your opponents, as well as mapping out an intelligent survival to get into the thing, and a
Perception.
yeah, we'll do perception, insight, and intelligent survival to plan it.
Does it need to be 3 different people, by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it would.
So pick who wants to do what.
I'm going to say perception for Gwent, if you don't mind.
I was mainly going... Do you sure you don't want perception for... Actually, would the survival check be an intelligent survival check?
Yes.
I'm not intelligent, though.
I am less intelligent.
There.
And the 2 parts I'm good at are perception and survival. But I don't want a survival check with a base of just 3. I'd rather take a perception check with a 5.
And fuck you at the moment is a lizard.
So what about Abby?
And intelligence of a lizard is 4.
Does Abby
I
have...
thought you kept your intelligence.
No, only Druid
Oh,
does.
that's
This is polymorph.
Ah, god damn it, lizard.
No, as a lizard, my intelligence is 1.
Yeah, it's 1.
Oh,
Go. Even better.
You might be thinking giant lizard.
Yeah, giant
I
lizards
was
is 4.
thinking giant lizard.
Yeah, the lizard's actually lower than a T-Rex, I think. Yeah, Abby is also got the same perception as me, but doesn't have the other ones. She's got a +1 on pure intelligence for the other one, for the survival check. What would Gwent's survival be?
For intelligence survival, it would be a +1. For wisdom survival, it's a +5.
Yeah.
Remember, you have
All right. This is planning.
Yeah.
Book you. Can you still use bardic inspiration in lizard form?
Nope.
You can't do anything as a lizard.
I have all the capabilities of a lizard.
Yeah, it's too stupid to be able to bardic
You can
inspiration.
bask in the sun.
It's like, in theory, a beast could bardic inspiration, but a lizard is too dumb to be able to be inspired. I think is the classic.
And no, not anywhere near as charismatic.
One of them was insight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abby can do the insight.
Remember, you also have guys.
She's got a 5 insight.
I'm gonna
Casting
roll
spells whilst on a rope isn't a good idea.
No.
I was gonna say, for funsies, we're essentially hanging over this lava pit, yeah?
There's a little stone walkway directly underneath you.
I mean, essentially we're over a lava pit.
Yeah.
Doesn't like certain things float up from lava pits?
Yes.
Yeah, wouldn't that make, if like went up someone's nose, wouldn't that make them sneeze?
I mean, I guess what's your plan? I don't know how ticklish any of your noses are.
That's just to see if anyone notices us.
You're making it harder.
I mean, you pass your stealth check. It's a very simple game.
Abby can do the insight. She's got a 5 for insight. Unless you want to do that one, Glenn. But I think one of us might be needed for the other one. Weirdly
Insight
enough...
and perception are the best I've got, so...
Yeah.
If Fuki really wants to stay a lizard and not contribute to the plan, I will allow you to assassin.
Okay. What's assassin's?
Yeah, I was gonna say, as a lizard, I can't just drop concentration on it. I don't believe.
You can.
You can.
Can I?
That you can drop concentration regardless at any point.
Yeah.
That's just
a meta
a
ability.
The only time you can't drop concentration on it is if someone else casts it on you because it's not your concentration.
Yeah, but then you get saved.
Yeah.
If you'd like. Plus, staying a lizard might be useful later on.
Why don't we just stay up here?
Well, I'm gonna let you guys figure this out in the chat while I'm gonna move on to the rest of the party. As we move down to Zormir. Zormir, it's been about an hour and a half now, and while the major searching has passed, you've also heard a second and third round of searching, and your stomach's starting to rumble a little bit as there's been no sign of Elder Arazag. It occurs to you that if there is a search going on and Elder Arazag is delayed or, heaven forbid, imprisoned, you may die in this room.
Zomir starves to death in room of maps.
He could eat himself.
That's not going to help the situation.
No.
What would you like to do? Oh, and at some point, Assassin has informed you that they are descending down to the next level.
I don't see Assassin's stats, by the way, just for reference. They haven't got it on Roll20 annoyingly.
They don't. I'll just go roll a d20 plus a d6 modifier.
Okay. No Arazag for quite some time because he'll be under the same scrutiny, and I don't think he wants to bring his attention to the room. If he's smuggling an oid in here, he might get implicated in it.
No, it's just because he had his favorite meal last night.
Funny, Neil. And it's still a mechanism to the thing. Can
Do you want to though?
Well, there might be a point to doing that because if the patrols are dying down or the searching is going to die down, getting out of the room might be needed.
Yeah, but time is everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen, and I'm gonna use my inspiration with remote access to manipulate it so I can tap into the primal lock. Since it's a slightly... It's not quite arcane, but it's still a mechanism, and it's primal.
Yeah. But unfortunately,
primal
it's also
magic,
not. It's not Republic, which is where that spell gets used. So
Mhm.
I am going to say, unfortunately, that does not work with this form of technology. It would only work with the Republican tech.
Yeah, this
That's
is
how
a-
we've been playing it so far.
This is analog.
Not even
It's
trying
not
to
even
use.
analog. It's technically sentient in a way.
It's
Not
You have
even
to ask
Guarded
it
by the
nicely.
elements itself.
Yeah.
Not even trying to twist Destiny to try and get it to go with the work with the primal.
It is technically what the Destiny points are for. Okay. Since you are using your Destiny point, you can tweak it just enough to use it.
It's like the spell doesn't work, but the lock likes your gumption and just allows itself to be opened.
I'm using the knowledge that I've heard from Arazaga, how he works with the fire and that, and thinking, that he'll have used some kind of fire runes and that to. So it's still circuitry. So he's just trying to communicate with the circuitry, but obviously it's a different kind of circuitry he's trying to communicate. So he's twisting the spell a bit. So does
Go ahead and I don't believe you actually need a check for the spell. I think it just works, I remember. Then yes, with your Destiny point, you tweak it just enough to be compatible with this door, as you hear a little click in the inner workings of the stone. And you believe that if you pressed fire against the door, it would open.
I'm gonna listen to this, try and see if I can determine where I think the searches are before I press any.
You wait between the beats. It seems like they've got a fairly regular pattern going on. Presumably, how long it takes them to search the entire floor and then restart. As they are effectively going in a loop. And you manage to hit just right with the layout that you remember. That you pick the optimum moment where you believe you'll have the biggest breath of time, both having passed and when they'll be back.
I'm gonna use my cantrip of green flame to open the door.
The door opens. You're able to leave the room and see the rest of the map as it is. What would you like to do? There is a door to your left, in front of you, and to the right.
This here, the actual portal. Is it like a proper just portal step through it, or does it look like something that has to be activated?
Oh, Stargate.
It is active. It looks like a Stargate of flame.
Okay.
Yeah, but in Stargate, obviously, you had to type in.
Yeah.
Oh, true. It
Is
looks like
it-
an active wormhole then.
It's what's it called? Diablo 2 Red Portal.
Right. I'm gonna cast fly on myself and basically book it all over there and enter the portal.
All right. Well, give me a stealth check to see if you get in there without being noticed. But
Oh, I don't. I'm not caring about being noticed.
You gotta do speed.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Roll for checks and let's just see if you got spotted. Who knows? Who knows if you get spotted?
Can I have one quick question?
Yes.
The walls of our prison, is that a wall or bars?
It is a wall of living flame. It is obscured and you cannot see through.
Okay, so Zormir won't just get a chance of just seeing us in prison as he runs by.
Nope. And I'll come back to you guys in a second. Something else might be happening with you
He
guys.
can't see you and laugh at you.
All right, Zormir, any thoughts before you plunge headfirst through the portal to the
Throw the fire, basically.
the primal dreamscape?
I'm essentially trying to get them to chase me into the primal dreamscape.
I think
That's
we
You're
my-
should...
trying to draw attention as well.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were just booking it, but if you're actively drawing
I'm
attention...
actively trying to draw attention, and
Clang,
not
clang,
enough
clang,
of the
clang, clang.
enough of the sort of. I'm timing it so that the ones who are going to be coming up this way, but not these guys near the thing, are going to see me and go in there. I'm trying to draw them off.
Okie dokie. Go ahead. I think you just succeed. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, is there a check to see how many of them you
An
draw in?
anti-subtle. A taunt? Is there a taunt?
Yeah. What's a taunt? Give me an intimidation check. It's a taunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Intimidation.
You can have advantage because they're being actively hostile against or suspicious of everything.
12. You're not very
Ooh.
intimidating.
Yeah, like definitely all the close ones are going to chase in after you. They probably won't like draw people in. You don't seem particularly difficult to
Threatening.
handle that they would need an entire platoon or something.
You're a cow in a suit
But
of armor.
anyone close by, so at least the 3 of them are going to chase after you as they are in close proximity. Unfortunately, it wasn't
Let's make them
intimidating to
laugh.
draw the radius higher.
Hmm.
But you enter into the portal as your body is transported into the deep ethereal, into the dreamscape at the very lower end of the very bottom of it, and at the bottom of that dreamscape into the primal landscape as the world fades around you and you come into a new chaotic landscape of swirling red color and oranges and yellows as everything is twisting like an oil painting around you, vast sweeps of flame-licked ground, of living flame foundation. As we'll come back to you in a second, as you fly out are flying in this area and you see fire giants following in underneath you, we head back over to Fade in the Point. A little while ago, Fade in the Point, what would you like to do as we get into the half an hour mark of the morning? You've been awake now for a bit.
I will be speaking Ignan and taking notes on this hilarious.
You still have spells and shit you can do. The Point, what would you like to do?
The point will go up to the door, or as close as possible, without being literally set on fire.
As we've established, living flame is not actually flammable. It is just warm to the touch. And
Okay,
solid.
in that case, we'll attempt to knock on the wall somehow.
No,
Go
you do
down.
so.
Oh God, guards! I don't feel so good, guards.
Are you literally
God,
trying
I
the,
think-
the oldest trick in the book?
Yep.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yes, I am.
With disadvantage.
God,
you understand him?
Ooh.
I understand them. They just
Yeah, they speak giant.
Turn-
You're speaking common.
Oh,
no, they speak crappy common.
Some of them speak common.
There is no reaction to your pleas.
Also, yeah, they don't care.
There was a chance if you were high enough, they might care.
They care about specifically the point. They're charismatic.
Maybe one.
the point after doing this for a bit. Ah, fuck, Fade can't.
You'll fuck Fade. What?
No, that's later.
He's like,
That's later.
Black Fade can't kid.
Oh, they are
Oh.
barred.
Now ready for prison rules.
I
But
think he
my-
was going
my
to say
thought
can't
is-
translate.
As that gif I put up earlier really stands
This
now.
giant.
Okay,
Does
so
this
my
man
thought is
understand Ignan?
convince Mr. Popular to attempt to eat this fire. I can't speak giant. I can tell Fade what the plan is. Fade can't speak giant.
They might understand
Push
like
I
that.
understand Ignan.
Oh my god.
Push
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Popular into the wall.
You saying something in common to me saying it in Ignan to this guy, and Ignan is like his second or third language. That is terrible. Does Mr. Popular understand Ignan?
No.
No.
Nope.
Well, shit. At least
Okay.
now we don't have to deal with him and not being annoying.
He's
Time.
also still
I don't know about that.
You think you've
not reacting to external stimulus. You have broken him.
you've broken him considerably, so it's time to accept that he's
Oh.
not available.
Okay,
If I were to,
Hmm. So, do we establish that we know how far is between floors?
Yes. You worked it. You roughly worked it out with your intelligence. You can figure it out. At least
Which
within
is?
a good safety margin.
Which is?
About 80 to 100 feet from what you saw while in the various caverns.
Is that floor to floor, or?
Floor to floor.
Okay, so if I were to pass walls straight down, do I reckon I'll
you're-
get through the floor?
Yeah. Oh, in terms of like between the floors, you reckon? Try to think of you've been able to look at the gaps and like as you looked up the chute, you'd know the thickness of the floors are roughly 30-ish foot.
Okay,
you're a
that will
dwarf.
not work with pass wall. Pass wall's
Ooh.
20 feet max.
Ooh, you're about 10 foot off then.
Yeah, so
Maybe if you had 2 pass walls.
nope, I've got the one. Move Earth is just moving Earth. I mean, regardless of ways of getting out, the point's the point. They're going to try and help that giant, but
Play a massive power cord.
yeah.
I'm gonna try and unbreak this guy.
Yeah.
Because Death told me that he would be helpful, so I'm gonna
Can
try
I-
and bring him with him.
The
No.
unbreaking walls.
The point still thinks it's just an under giant, so won't even try mending.
I am going to cast tongues. The only question is, do I cast it on the giant or do I cast it on you, Point? Because if I cast it on you, you'll be able to communicate with him and everyone else and be persuasive and shit. But if
I'd say
I cast it on
cast-
him, he'll be able to understand the party when we get there.
I'd say cast
know
it
what?
on the point. Would make
Yeah,
more sense.
I'm going to cast it
Yeah,
on
definitely.
you. I'm going to go over to you. Gah, 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 gah. Or whatever primordial is. And as I touch you on the shoulder, you hear and you begin to understand what I'm saying.
Yay.
Now you can understand primordial. Oh, and giant as well.
Oh,
Go talk to him.
You mean
We
ignorant?
need
Point's like,
I
I don't wanna.
If you can speak Primordial,
Yeah.
you can understand Nigden.
so the point
It's
will
just
go over.
dialect.
I think this is the genie curse, by the way. Although I do have an idea of where there is an Afriti bottle within 100 miles. So let's go get that, please, so we can unwish this wish.
It was
Okay,
below you by a good 120 foot to the left.
The genie, the
That's floor below.
Afriti bottle.
When you initially got the pulse upstairs, yes.
He's taken it, hasn't he?
It's in the vault. Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's what he's.
That's what it was.
Oh, I
Okay.
wasn't thinking it was that. It could also be in the vault. Though.
That could have been side effects. but-
Main reason also is there's a ping of an Ifrit bottle. It might be in the vault. There might be more than
Cool.
one
Yeah.
thing in the vault.
Yeah, you know.
And
what?
I think,
If
and I've
we
got
get
an
anywhere near the
idea.
vault-
I have a theory about what you might have nicked.
If we get anywhere near the vault, I'm taking that bottle.
If the bottle's still there.
But yeah, go speak to him. I'll
Maybe
work
left
on.
bottom. Left bottom.
I'll work on the door.
Okay.
Southwest.
I'll try and work on the door.
So the point will go over to Mr. Prophet and say, "Hey, Buds, you doing? You're not doing,
doing
too hot,
good?
I think. We've all had days like this. I mean, hear a sad song ruins the rest of your day. I know how it goes. I
It wasn't
mean,
even a sad song.
no, no. He's trying to be nice. I've had a bad day. I've had bad days before, but the solution isn't to just lie in lava and mope away. You've got to do something with your day. You've got to build. You've got to.
Eat ice cream.
No, I made an ice cream machine. I didn't eat it. Anyway,
Eat the
you've
ice
got
cream
to
machine.
turn that sadness into doing something. Like, and we'll pull out Merida. Like this. In my darkest moments, I made this. Look. Are you even listening to me?
It's power word death.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty good.
Okay. Finally, he breaks out of his stillness and looks to you. Hey, I can understand you. When did you learn to speak giant?
Oh, it's
Just now.
it's the power
About
of
a
music.
second ago.
It's the power of music.
Sometimes it connects souls and
It transcends
allows
barriers.
you to communicate with each other, but only for about an hour or however long tongues lasts.
Interesting. I'm not quite sure where I went there.
Well, into the lava, but sorry.
What? Oh. Should probably get out of this, huh? It's getting cold.
Is it freezing around him? Yeah.
It's not so much freezing. Apparently, his rate of absorption is very slow,
Okay.
so it is just replenishing. It's like a slightly more dull color around him.
Okay.
It's slightly more rocky.
So, yeah, sorry, pal. What were we talking about? Are you guys still here? I thought you'd been executed by now.
No, they won't. They won't open the door to let us out. We kind of want to.
Oh no, yeah, that's
see if
kind of
they'll hurry it
that's kind
up.
of the point of a prison. Do you want me to tell you another story? What was I previously telling you? I could tell you about some childhood memories. There was this girl I really liked once upon a time before I died.
Get some childhood trauma for him for Assassin.
Oh,
You just replace him with you.
You wanna know my take on the primordial arts?
Actually, yeah.
Tell you about the dream I had. Oh, what do you want to know?
What is your take on the primordial arts? I'm not.
Oh, well, okay.
Actually,
Well,
also,
right.
this
Slightly radical opinion. Okay, slightly radical opinion. I think it's a whole bunch of baloney. I don't think it actually works. I think it's a bunch of bullshit if you ask me.
Okay. Can't say I've
Are you
tried
really
it.
gonna tell me that you can just shout at an element and get it to do what you want? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I shout at reality and it does things.
Also, what are the primordial arts?
I think one's a form of dance.
Oh, because I just realized I have these really strong opinions on it, but I don't remember what they are. Not the opinions. I remember the opinions. I don't remember what the primordial arts are. I just know how I feel about them.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
You know who would really, really want to hear your opinion on that?
Well, everyone. It's a very well-founded opinion.
Zorba.
But Zorma is the other side of this wall.
Okay. Well, we're not on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, but the wall is
technically,
made
yeah.
of fire, and you have the,
Make
Fiery.
it slightly colder. Oh, it doesn't work with living flame. It just gets slightly colder. It's still a physical substance.
It's steel.
Oh, well.
Basically.
Just becomes a nice burn.
It can talk to the wall.
Zormir still would love to talk to you about that. Any other ideas of how to get out of here?
Technically, Point can talk to the wall too.
No, that kind of defeats
yeah.
the purpose of putting you in here with me.
Sure.
And
Well,
honestly,
maybe-
I don't think you guys should leave. I think you should serve it your time. You're clearly here for a reason, so just stay and hang out with me.
Oh, no. Well, actually, we were put in here for trying to put out a flame, which, given...
Ooh,
Ironic.
oh yeah,
It felt
very
like-
big on
yeah.
very big on fire here. Don't try and put out flames.
Yeah, that's on us. That was a breakdown of communication there. Anyway, how does this wall usually open?
The door.
Well, I don't know. The guards have a key, and the fire spirit inside the key communicates with the wall, and the wall parts. That's just how primordial arts work. It's all about
You
communication.
do know how they work.
Know how what work?
Damn it. Anyway, so it's about communicate. Yeah, I mean, like music. It's all about communication.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I don't know how music works.
Well, it's also about communication.
Oh wait, is this like the chanting they do? Yeah, they do a bunch of initiatives. I went to a couple as a child, and I got to sit in, and they would always try and chant with the elements. Apparently, it's one of the initiation stages.
Oh.
Yeah, something about deepening the communication. I don't know. If you can't, like, essence it, it kind of, I guess, acts like a catalyst. Oh, you know what? I do know what the primordial arts are. Oh, how do I know that? That's freaky.
It's always good to learn through the power of chatting with a friend. Anyway.
Like, these thoughts and memories
You
only
said
come
there
to
was-
me when... I'm sorry, I'm talking. Try not to interrupt me. It's like these thoughts only come to me when I'm, like, in a heat of moment.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just like slips out there. I don't know where it comes from.
Well, your brain, I presume, but, you know.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry. You really seem to be trying to put the spotlight on you, but really, I'm having a self-discovery moment right here.
And
So I think you could be just a little bit more supportive and actually listen to me.
Listen, I love this for you.
I just feel like you're not really listening. You're trying to get me to listen to you, but you're not listening to me. Exactly.
I'm gonna cut this
Right.
zombie giant's head off if he actually meets Alvina. Just for reference, by the way.
But while you're having this
said you liked
conversation-
them.
I did.
And while Mr. Popular constantly cuts the point off before the point can say anything, Fade, what are you up to?
What's with the D100?
They rolled the.
Well, they're apparently
freaking-
making a distraction of a mother of all distractions.
Yeah, I'm trying to distract with my Oni arm. Not my Oni arm, with my...
Non-Oni
Phoenix
arm.
My non-Oni arm. And 90 is... Oh, I'm only able to blow smoke for the next round.
Right.
And I cannot cast spells until the end of my next turn. Okay, so that didn't work.
Yep.
So
Congrats.
I try it again.
You're gonna blow yourself up.
I am. And
Oh, yeah,
95,
160.
and
I am so happy I'm over this side of the
So,
room.
oh, yeah, and 95, all water within 100 feet of me not being worn or carried boils into steam. I'm presuming that also means
Does that count the
the
ale?
bathtub full of beer and poison.
Yeah, it's now a really sticky substance.
Oh, we got nightclub
Quite
floor in that coffin.
Yes, you do. Poison and beer mixed with like rock. Yes, that is definitely nightclub floor.
And then for 1d6 turns, when I roll fire damage, I do half the damage. So that didn't quite work.
That did
out
nothing
to
else
my-
either.
That
Well, it
did
didn't-
nothing really to my advantage.
Well, we'll come back to you then in a second. The point. As you try and force your way in Edgewood between Mr. Popular's self-philosophizing.
Oh, the point has stopped listening to Mr. Popular and is attempting to drone that out to kind of just phase that out and listen to the wall instead.
Which wall? The living flame wall up by the,
The living
guards
flame
over
wall.
here? I'll just throw you over here then.
He heard that wall
Another
do.
reflecting curse.
He heard that wall do fire chanting, and thought that was interesting.
All right. You listen to the wall, and you can hear some slight flickering noise. Actually, give me a perception check to see how well you're listening to this wall, since technically this is a high DC.
Perception.
Fade, what's your free E curse?
It gets extended by another 2 days.
Congrats. This will be
Oh,
useful
no.
to you when you get thrown in the lava.
Yeah, so I'm immune to fire, can only communicate in Ignan, and I will develop all 4 of the other ones over the course of the next 4 days.
All right.
Great.
The point, you think you hear some slight flickering, and it's almost reminiscent of how Fate sounded a moment ago, but it's hard to tell, and there's definitely a humming and a ruckus on the other side of feet rushing about. As would you like to do anything?
I'm just gonna say quietly to the wall, "Hey, could you speak louder? I'm not very good at listening."
Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Have you used your fate at all today?
Oh no, I haven't. I'll do that. Yeah, that's better. It's a 22.
All right, as suddenly the door opens,
Oh,
and standing there are two white robe wearing fire trolls
That was really
staring
convenient
directly
timing.
at you
oh, finally, we've been waiting all night. Hello.
in a what appears to be a very well, actually, they don't even need to. You'll never notice because you're wearing tongues anyway. They seem to address you. Place your hands behind your back and come with us peacefully, and this won't have to get messy.
The point knows there's commotion back there, but doesn't know anything more. She goes, sure, fine. Can I ask what's up? What's with all the commotion?
Your team taken to the interrogation room. We will answer all your questions there.
Well, I can't say I like the name of the room, but I'll happily ask a lot of questions and answer any you have to.
I've just realised who the point is. He's
Who am
fucking
I?
Two Flower from Colour of Magic.
I see a little bit.
You're just really
point my arm
agreeable.
at them as the door opens and they say this, and the point's getting ready to give himself up yet again. I point my arm at them and say, "Well, now you died." But instead, a smoke bomb comes out.
Do they speak
a la
Ignan?
the fog cloud. A la the fog cloud spell.
They do.
Ah, cool. So they actually understand what you said then?
Yes, but a smoke cloud appears around me in the manner of the fog cloud spell.
How big is
That'll
the
do.
cloud?
Run!
30 feet, I think it is for Fog Cloud.
Oh god. And obviously minis, but can I run between them?
That'll
Give
do.
me
Run.
both of you stealth checks.
You are
Okay,
a dwarf and they are trolls, so you're not small.
Yeah, so
really.
as soon as I'm free, I'm casting invisibility on myself. But
Yeah, Poy's like, you're on your own, Fate!
I'm gonna help
I-
Faye
I-
just while
great,
invisible.
yeah, I'm not. I'm just barging through them. I'm athletically just hunting my way through. I am not stealthy.
Oh, then also, I guess both. Well,
We
They weren't really,
contested athletics from
give me an
troll.
athletics or acrobatics check. Because you also like
Athletics.
they're taking a little bit by surprise. And the
Would I
point
have
is
advantage?
as well.
Surprise.
Okay.
There's two of them.
No, they just weren't like actively blocking, so you wouldn't have disadvantage or anything.
Ooh, that's a
Yes,
3.
25. Finally.
Yes, 9.
I think you
coming
were
up in the line.
stealthing, what your point?
I was trying to, but also trying to stealth through people blocking a doorway is hard.
Yeah, and to be fair, they also can't see because they're in a fog cloud anyway. It's mostly just getting past their person. The point you bump into one of them and
Their
just
leg.
feel their leg against you as they go to grapple you, and I need a contested grapple check.
Acrobatics again.
That's acrobatics or athletics again, right?
Yeah.
Yep. As you are on the receiving end. A DC 5.
whichever-
Okay.
Hey,
If you're
Okay,
proficient,
I
you can't
think I
fail.
did that.
You can't fail.
Yeah. If you're proficient, you add another +2 because of my aura.
So luckily for you,
26.
they are so bad at attempting to grapple
They're
you.
bureaucrats.
It actually opens up the way for you to get out.
Huh, well, I'll take it.
Now cast invisibility and
As-
run like hell.
So I like to think it
Not
looked a bit cooler, like it was an intended feint and then
It definitely
dash
wasn't.
through when they dash, but it wasn't planned.
When,
It just
when you
happened.
tell this story, that's
Exactly.
that's how it'll be. Because there are no security cameras that can see through the smoke bomb cloud. Of course not.
How do you know?
Can I take Mr. Popular and drag him with us?
Well, he is much bigger. I'm having a much more difficult time getting past. He's also weak in his disadvantage on athletics check. So let's see if he can also barge his way through. With a -2 to his. That is unfortunately a 4, and he is
Actually failed.
unable to get past the trolls.
Yeah,
They're not going to kill him. They're just going to lock him up again.
yeah, we like him.
I don't.
Yeah, I kind of want him. He reminds me of my.
can I- Hang on.
And I have an idea about who he might be.
Okay,
You're going to save himself, and you can throw him overboard as soon as you get there.
okay, I'm gonna try something real dumb. But let's hope this is going to work.
Oh, real dumb.
The point will, seeing Mr. Popular get stuck, turn round, dash back to him, go, trust me, slap him on the leg, cast Reduce, hopefully making him shrink out of the grapple and be able to cover us.
Okay, that's fair. Hilariously, because of his small stature, he was large previously, so that puts him down to a medium size. So he's able to slip away after you, in tow, as you have a effectively blue Goliath with you. About 6-7 foot tall.
We've had
Don't
blue
know which
Onis,
way we're
blue
going.
Goliath. Same difference.
Don't know which way we're going. Just trying to find Zormi here.
Who's gone into the rubble?
Yeah, I mean, the others were coming down the pit.
Not that far.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys get to the edges of the smoke cloud, as you can see some giants back inside being confused, and one giant just looking over at you as you catch his eye, just staring confused at the smoke cloud, watching you run out of it. It's just kind of tilting his head towards you.
No, the
Okay.
smoke cloud appears around me. It's centered on me.
So you're a mobile smoke cloud.
But it's immobile. It gets cast on you,
It's not like darkness.
Yeah.
and then has a radius that you now have exited.
Ah, okay.
It's not like aura.
It's only like 20 foot.
You basically put a smoke bomb down there. Also, the fact that you really don't want the smoke cloud to follow you, because you guys are about to run straight into lava and the point's going to die.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
There it is.
as you come out of the
Keep
cloud,
going.
what would you like to do?
I don't know.
So,
Maps?
Run like hell.
I will follow the points leads.
yeah, we don't know how to use the teleport. Well, we know how to use the teleport. We don't. We
You
can't
just
use it.
use it.
It
Unless-
activates
You've got a fire giant
Yeah,
with you.
we've got a
around
fire
Mr.
giant with us.
Popular.
Yeah,
Right,
Activate with Mr. Popular.
up.
Right, jump on it.
Up. That's where the others were.
Mr. Popular just looks at you. Up where? Which level? 1 level? 2 levels?
The one below the top.
You don't know we're going to the one below the top.
I'm just gonna go up 1.
Okay.
Go up one each time.
I'll let you decide where the.
I see this, don't I? Because I'm staring down from the ledge that we've apparently made up here.
Yes.
Let's say not here. Up another one,
Hey,
please.
this is Alvina staring down. Oh, what the fuck?
Several fire trolls turn to look at the newly arrived party.
Hi.
In-
This is not the
in-
bathroom. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
up one.
Sorry, wrong floor. Next. Go.
It takes a second, as they all quizzically look at you, and then before you realize it, boom, you've gone up 1 again.
Smoke bomb.
Where's the teleporter in this one?
It's in that brown tent behind you.
In the tent. Okay. Oh, this is the guard tent, isn't it? Oh.
No, the guard tent's all the way this big orange spiked one.
Oh, there we are. Okay.
Yeah, you're over here.
Right. Did the others say they were going to try and hide in that genie's tent?
I think they did. We should go there.
Let's go there. Yeah.
Unless it's being...
Oh yeah. Still actively burned.
Oh, no, yes, my junk dragon couldn't find a way into the thing. The tent collapsed around the hole.
Ah.
No, the hole got burnt away. There's nothing there. It's just ash.
Just ash. Oh,
Yeah,
but
remember
my
the
junk
tent
dragon-
was hanging over.
Oh yeah.
the
They,
thing.
they did say they were climbing down. We should.
Yeah.
Jump.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Oh,
Oh no.
not now.
At least stealthy.
Yep.
7.
The point is humming the Mission Impossible theme as they run across.
Jesus, that's a natural one.
Instantly
Can we-
spotted.
Can
You're
we
gonna
get
get
Mr.
arrested again.
Can we get Mr. Popular to roll just to check? Just to see if it's a
Two
trifecta?
failed. And he's got
You're on
minuses.
that one.
Yeah, not one of them.
11.
Which is still not good.
Oh, good.
That's below everyone's passive, I think.
As you
Alvina can
exit,
game.
as you exit under the canvas of the teleporter, you run directly into two guards searching around, who stare down at you with a quizzical, surprised look.
Oh, hi. Thank God. I was looking for my ship. Well, not my ship, the ship I was supposed to be travelling on. It was supposed to arrive today. I was supposed to hop aboard it.
Give me a deception at disadvantage.
They can at least
You have
understand
another
him.
plus-
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
You have another +2 to your roll since you're within 10 feet of me.
I'm not proficient in this one. That was 2 13s.
So a 21.
You see them. They were reaching for their weapons, but they seem to relax a little bit, believing you as they stare down at you. I'm afraid all guests have to be subject to inspection. You're going to need to come with us.
Oh,
To be fair, you've not actually got anything illegal on you. So.
yes, sir. Oh, fine. Is that in the guard tent or down below?
Down below,
Going right back.
the hierarchy enforcers will see to you.
I see.
We'll go with you. I'll go with you.
Oh, thank you.
Make sure you find your way.
Honestly, I've got a bit. Good. Yeah, sounds good.
Question.
Let's go there.
Question. Which one of the... Because it was one of these two was the charmed one. Which one is it? I'm just curious.
I don't know. What was I think previously this one? Fate, go. Fate, no. The point. Go ahead and roll me a d20 check.
By the way, that D100, all food within a 10-mile radius has just become inedibly spicy.
I beg to differ.
Hasn't changed anything.
Yeah.
This is
Fire
legitimately,
giant.
I was thinking this when I saw this.
You gain a positive result of the two, and you get to go with the charmed one.
Also,
Yay.
was that seriously all food becomes inedibly spicy to anyone that isn't Alvina or one of her pets?
All food within a 10-mile radius becomes inedibly spicy.
Right, guys. Alvina's got all the rations that are edible for only her now. I'm sorry. Blame Fate.
Don't blame me. Blame
It's you.
Imix and his chaos.
Stop
As
rolling it!
you are teleported back down a level.
Right back to where you were.
So just yell as we go down. Don't worry, we found him.
Alvina stares down again. Just like,
You just saw us run by and come back with
As
guards.
Alvina, all eyes appear to now be distracted, as everyone is now watching with interest this new arrival, leaving a perfect cover for any form of stealth plan.
I think the guys are giving us cover, so let's go hide in the vault so we don't choke to death in the smoke.
Definitely intentional.
Yep.
Yeah, I just saw
Oh,
them
God.
go up and down. This must be a plan. Why would they come back?
Go ahead and roll me the 3 checks I asked for earlier, 'cause I can't remember if you've rolled them yet.
We haven't.
I am gonna say
Alvina
as well.
is, I think, annoyingly the intelligence check. Because she's actually still the highest modifier. Basically, I'll roll a what would it be? Just like a stealth check, because the stealth check is what the modifier would be.
Yeah, that works.
This is
Perception
for
with-
the survival check. 8. I'm gonna destiny that. 15. Okay.
27 for perception.
Alright, and were we having Assassin do the final one?
Point. How long does reduce last? Is it 1 minute?
Bollocks.
It's 1 minute, so he's big again now.
Yeah. So he'll be getting big very, very soon, right?
Yes.
Probably in the next 20 or so seconds.
Yeah, sure.
I don't have a destiny point, guys. Do we want to have that one on Assassin's 9?
Yeah, use mine.
There you go.
It's
14.
better
A
though.
14's better than a 11. I think.
As the party, why not copy you guys down to the previous level? Weird.
We're on the ledge currently, so it was like we're we're up here. We're not quite there. Actually.
Oh, there you go.
We're not
As you
on the
drop
rope.
I thought
as
we
you
were essentially the rope.
Yeah, because we didn't do the ledge yet.
as you drop down, right as this distraction is happening, and make a high tail for the dragon's head.
Yep.
As you get to the dragon's head, what would you like to do?
I'd like to look and see if I can find a way to open it.
How would you like to do that? Are you
Actually,
touching it? Are you looking at it?
I would touch it.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Alvin is really bad at investigation, guys. 17!
17?
Hard rolled a 19!
As you start to feel up the head suddenly becomes animated beneath your very flesh. As do any of you in that party speak giant?
Gwen does, because Gwen's got tongues on!
If it's been over an hour,
It's not been over, it won't be over an hour. It'd have been like,
we'll have tongues up.
yeah, you'd have tongues.
Real time, yeah, it's been over an hour.
Yeah, but in actual game time.
Game
it would not
time.
have
As
been an hour.
in giant, the dragon's head says, "Oi, why are you feeling me up? Look, this isn't normally how the password thing goes. Give me the password, and I'll let you through. Otherwise, stop it."
I'm just gonna pet it and scratch it behind the.
Okay, no, yeah, you can continue that.
Yeah, Alvin is. The dragon had started talking. She's immediately gonna pet.
Scritches.
Pretty much, she's giving the dragon scritches. She just eyes light up.
Roll over and scritch tummy.
As interestingly, after a moment, the dragon's voice begins to take on a common tongue to it. Almost as if it's been translated magically to you. To everyone in that group.
That's helpful.
Alright. Okay, as much as I love the patting, what's the password?
Oh, I didn't know there was a password. Hi!
Well, yeah, I'm the guardian of this door. You walk through the door, you gotta say the command password.
Okay. I don't know what the password is. You know it, Gwen?
No, I think didn't the dragon just tell us what the password is? Can you just repeat it for us so we know?
Give me a deception check.
Oh, you know what? That's a 21.
Yes!
Let's see how dumb this dragon
It's
is.
a door.
It doesn't have an intelligence
Is
modifier.
the password gonna be what I think it's gonna be?
Is it dragon?
Okay. You know what? The dragon doesn't think it could be outsmarted by a bunch of noids.
Yes, man.
What? No, I did not say the password was Hail Father. What are you on about?
Hell, Father. That was it.
Wait, did you say the password? Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Say the password. I'm just here to Hey, I'm animated stone. I don't care about this. It's just my day job.
Do that. You look
Well, up you
fantastic
go then.
today, by the way.
Sorry, repeat that.
You look fantastic today, by the way, as we go in.
Thank you. You know, the giants don't ever compliment. The most they do is some of the younger ones spit at me. Honestly.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
One day they'll eventually realize I'm not actually a dragon. I'm just some animate stone. As the dragon's head splits in half, and the two panels of the door begin opening inwards. Would you like to rush through?
Yep.
As you rush
Does this
through,
look like they're getting into a vault?
yeah, it's fancy enough. You could probably imagine that.
Can I message one and
Yes,
say
casting
Gwen?
a spell in front of everyone
You're
watching you
sort of
is a good
surrounded by
idea.
guards and things.
I'm also talking in gobbledygook.
Yeah. I don't speak
The-
gobbledygook, so.
Yeah, but they can see you're casting magic.
It's true.
You're gonna get just
And-
handcuffed again, by the way.
This is true.
Probably more than
I'm in a
handcuffed.
precarious predicament.
No,
anyway.
it's happened twice so far when they've cast magic. They immediately get like, the dragon jaw things just to lock them.
I mean, if it's gonna happen anyway, it's gonna happen. I really want in the freaky lamp,
A message there.
so we can wish this guy's memory back.
That's you
I-
thinking
I-
that
What we use
it's
it for?
still there.
You also
Yeah.
have to. That is assuming that we won't immediately use the wish.
Yeah.
With the party members here, that wish is getting used. We've got at
Alright.
least like 6 wishes between the bunch of us that we will
Oh,
get
yeah.
done.
I will.
Like freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom. Escape.
Free,
Escape.
free Gwent from
Oh.
his weird curse thing that he's got. Hatch Albina's dragon egg.
Anyway, because we are getting a thing in, we're on a time limit here. What are you doing, Fade?
If all eyes are on me, I can't really risk messaging to let them know that there's an Ifrit lamp in there.
Also, here's the thing.
Best I can do is hope that they find it themselves.
Yeah, here's the thing. Albina's going in. She'll nick it if she finds it.
Yeah.
While you're doing
Alvina's
that,
gonna look everything she
before
possibly
we get
can.
on what the party sees through the doorway, I'm going to quickly go down and check what Zormir is doing in the primordial landscape here. As you are flying high up in the air, as the giants are, I guess, chasing after you, or at least attempting to, as you kind of lead them away from the exit or the entrance.
As I fly, basically as soon as I fly through, and before they get through, I'm gonna fly up round back of it and cast something.
All right, you're able to do so. What would you like to cast?
Cloak trick and go up into it and just hide in there, so they don't know where the fuck I went.
All right. You may or may not. I can't remember if you can peek your head out. I think you can. You wait and watch as a couple minutes go by, and the giants arrive and begin like chasing off into the horizon, thinking that you must have like gone straight ahead, because why would you ever double back? And begin just running forward, searching for you.
All right. How long would that have took me to do this whole little quick thing? Because I've only got 10 minutes to fly.
To go up to like road trip. To be fair, they just like immediately as they get out after you start running forward and searching for you. So like it only takes like a couple minutes through on the other side for you to cast the spell, given it's an action. So it depends if you want to wait there or if you want to like sneak back through while they are searching for you in the other direction.
I'm sneaking back through whilst they're.
Then yeah, that's not something you have to wait. They literally don't stop and like search you by the gate. They just keep running because that's what a fire giant would do.
Mm-hmm.
I go back out for the
Portal.
out for the portal. Do I clock these people and clock them down there?
I'm gonna say you just see the tail end as they teleport away, and you just see the smoke beginning to fade.
All
That's
right.
the more fun scenario.
Shit. And I'm gonna duck back into the map room and
Your safe space.
hoping I can lock it again. I don't know if I can.
You just close it. You can pull it too. It just won't be locked.
Don't lock it, you.
Yeah, unfortunately, it would be
Fire over.
locked, and you'd be aware it would be locked, and they have been checking the door. They've just given up because it won't open. Assuming that, well, there can't be anything on the other side then, because that's not how any of these doors work.
Yeah.
They must be broken forever.
It must have been broken for a while. Yeah.
So you know it wouldn't be safe.
Yeah.
You remember you were after a chance to escape? And you know you're in a volcano?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a giant hole going out?
Yeah. Straight, you know,
Thought
straight up,
I'd
but
let you know.
I'm
Just fly out.
flying straight out when I don't know where everyone else is. So I'm looking for a safe route to try and communicate with everyone and touch base and actually.
Can you
work
not
out what
communicate while flying?
Also, you can communicate while not being on this floor and being on a higher floor.
Yeah, but I know they're patrolling. Kind
If
of one of
Zomir
those.
wants to go back into the room, you can go back into the room.
I'm trying to find some cover so I know that I know there's no one near here now, so I can actually
You've got a
talk.
minute, basically.
You do so as we head back to level 1. As the door opens and you rush in, the door beginning to close behind you, as you catch sight. Just gotta check where the walls are in this damn place. What appears to be a very lovely, well decorated office.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The very broad, large, gargantuan back of a fire titan looking out over a balcony of a valley down below.
If I had Titan.
Yes.
Okay. No, we didn't. We're fine. We're
As the
fine.
door
No.
thumps closed behind you, in giant. Yes, we found the intruders.
He's drunk.
Oh,
Alvina just waves quite happily.
as that is where we're gonna end for tonight.
Oh god.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
We found. No, we didn't fuck up. This was exactly according to a plan.
Not our
Exactly,
plan.
according to a plan.
Yeah,
We
we got,
good one.
we got this.
This is why Gwent is usually with the others in the team.
Yeah.
You two are not good.
No, we are the best because we actually managed to somehow pull off getting out of these situations. Is the thing.
Yeah, these guys.
Yeah, look at
Have a
this
plan.
situation you got yourself in and now.
We are flying by the seat of our pants right now.
Yeah. Good luck,
The seats
everybody.
of our pants are
Yeah.
not existent anymore.
They caught
Yes,
fire.
that's
Yeah.
where we're going to end for
Yeah.
tonight. Lugrim will reappear on the level at the start of next session. Zormir is in their lovely hidey hole on the floor. 2 levels. Oh, is that 2 levels? No, this is the second floor, isn't it? Are you? Oh, directly on the floor beneath.
Yeah, because.
As Fade and the Point are being
Tell us.
escorted for interrogation by the hierarchy enforcing trolls.
How much you want to bet we end up back in the same fucking jail cell we were just in?
Entirely possible.
Honestly, so I'm surprised none of them have commented on the fact that Mr. Popular is with us at the moment.
They're all definitely giving them strange looks. And Gwent, fuck you, and Alvina, along with Assassin in the backpack and Abby, have just gotten some alone 101 time with a fire giant or titan.
Fire Titan.
Presumably Lieutenant General Firmix himself.
Yeah, I figured that.
As he looks down at you dumbfounded as to what the hell is he staring at right now.
Honestly, looking at this section of the party. Yeah.
I mean, also, don't forget, fuck you is still a lizard at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Fucking
an
wants
Alpha
to
Centaur and a lizard
run and hide.
walk into a
Fair
bar.
enough.
Yeah.
A glowing elf, a terrified-looking centaur, a small lizard, and a random like post-apocalypse girl, and a kobold in a fish tank walk into your office.
Then there's also the fire elemental.
There's
as well.
a joke.
And a fire elemental.
Forget stealing ship. I like to see how you are getting out of this
So
place.
was I. I'm really looking forward to figuring this shit out next week.
Yeah.
Oh, you
It'll be
were.
fun.
I've got plans.
Yes.
I'll
we were.
start
I
doing
got
that big
plans
pile
and
of
story
coal.
beats and sub-quests. upon
Easily be fine.
sub-quests.
I'm very intrigued to know whose clone we have found. I think it could be Vermix here. Or, what's his name, who really likes Zormir. But
Arazak.
we'll find that out.
I don't.
Arizona.
Definitely not Arizak.
I'm intrigued.
Who knows? Tune
So
in
glad I
next
found
time to find out the continuing story of the little bad guys enter Iron Core.
Told you we wouldn't see the ship this week.
It's us. What do you expect?
Ship arrived part 2 before we take a 2-week
man.
hiatus.
Yeah.
False advertising is what it is.
For the rest of you, we will not be
Yeah,
doing
it's
the
Assassin that's
One
doing
sec,
the
one sec, guys.
advertising, though.
we will not be doing the final sessions for the last 2 weeks of October. So the 21st and the 28th, we are having a break. If any of the players want to run anything, do throw a message into the chat and see who you can enlist to play what. Otherwise, it will be a break, couple weeks. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you all for playing, and good night.
See ya.
Good
Night.
night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Amara.
Okay. Oh, that was hilarious. So yeah, so we're on next week, right? But we're not on the 2 weeks after.
Right.
Cool. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I have ideas, but they're not good ones, so I will work on them. I'm also fucking
best
busy
kind.
for a lot recently, so we'll see how this goes. But yes, see you guys tomorrow for Geddon. We're 2 players down, but we'll do it. So I'm gonna get to see what the new NPC that the party just picked up can do, because they just got attacked by bandits when the new NPC showed up. So this should be fun. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for playing. Chris, thanks for running. It was awesome. So have a fantastic evening, episode. Whenever you keep playing the game, keep it awesome. Guys, the best on Twitch. I'll see you guys around. Good night.
Bye.
Hello for next time.